Hello everyone, and welcome to Retro Book Club! The final episode of Retro Book Club before the holidays, before everybody gets to open their Crimbus presents, including their Crimbus coal that they may get over here through the Retro Book Club Secret Santa. But that's for then. This is for now. I am your host, Okanya Games, and I am joined by four wonderful voices inside my head. I am joined by Ashley. I am joined by Heavybass. I am joined by RedLion. And I am being told that, Discord call cannot be heard because, guess what? A Windows update happened earlier this week, and I guess settings got, borked during that. So 1 second. Hang on. Let me see.
Hopefully I'm not going to be too loud for some people.
Alright, try talking?
Good morning.
Okay.
Alright, based on the audio levels I can see, it does look like you should be audible now.
Oh, thank goodness.
So anyway, welcome to Windows Updates Ruining Everything. Chat, can you confirm that you can hear Discord call now?
Mm-hmm.
I've said a few things since I changed the setting.
Do we need to redo the introduction?
I'm actually gonna hop
They
on
didn't
Twitch
obviously
real quick
hear
and
us.
see.
Okay, yeah. Chat's confirming they can hear everyone. I guess let's try introductions again with the voices inside my head that you can hear now. I installed that speaker setting in my head so that way people in the outside world can hear the voices as well. So I'm joined by Ashley.
What RedLion said.
I'm joined by Heavybass.
Ho ho ho, fuckers! It's Christmas.
I'm joined by RedLion.
OkamiofGames.exe has just recovered from a serious error. Would you like to continue?
And I'm joined by Teravan.
Oh, due to budget constraints, I can only offer you ho-ho.
we slashed the ho budget. Wait. Alright, we have the games, we have the players.
Got me paid for speaking DLC.
We have the games, we have the players, and we have sound. So let's look at the order.
The most important.
Yeah. We'll be starting with Teravan's game tonight.
Video game.
Ooh.
Up second will be RedLion. Third is gonna be me. Fourth, we'll be playing Ashley's game. And finally, we will be playing Heavybass's game. So...
Oh, I'm the one that concludes this year, aren't I?
Oh,
well, no, we're gonna have one more show for this year, because we're probably gonna have one on the 27th if people are around for it.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, let's get started with the first game of the night from Teravan.
Video game.
I agree with
Christmas.
video games.
Christmas video
video
game. And it is... How many days is it before Christmas?
Like 5?
About 5.
4 on my end.
Oh, 5 days before Christmas? That's right, the name of the game is Days Before Christmas.
I had a feeling. I
Yeah.
had a feeling somebody was gonna do this one.
Yeah, well, we haven't had on here before, but it's definitely one that I've humored the idea of before. One that, on Genesis, or more accurately, Mega Drive, only came out in, I believe, Australia?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Sunsoft game. Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, this is an era where Sunsoft games were still, maybe not sublime, but at least still adequate. Like, Arrow the Acrobat's okay enough.
I just got through playing Pirates of Dark Water on stream, so, I can't confirm, Sunsoft games were alright during this era, but they were pretty difficult.
Yeah, from what I remember about this one, and the little bit that I played of it, this is decently easy as far as Sunsoft games go. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and claim that's trivial, but I am gonna say it's easier than something like Arrow the Acrobat, or like Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel, by proxy.
I'm just seeing a demo of this game, and it looks like we're gathering up all the reindeer and turning things into gifts.
From what I
Base.
remember about this game as well, sorry, I'm working on cropping as well for when we get into game. From what I remember seeing of this game as well, you can beat it blind in an hour.
Whoa, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, it's easy.
Yeah. Well,
Let's hope this is not hubris talking here.
well, mix of it being easy, but also I don't think it has limited continues, I want to say, but I could be misremembering because I haven't played this in a while.
It's pretty generous, and I think there's only like 1 or 2 areas that are particularly troublesome. But other than that, you can get through it easily enough. I mean, one of the levels, I'm pretty sure you just hold right. If you hold right, you just finish the level.
That's the wrong button. That's the right button.
You sure we're not talking about Barney's hide and seek game here?
You don't even need to hold press a button, it just plays itself.
Chat's suggesting if you need to play Contra Hardcore, by the way, RedLion, and I'm going to agree with that, because Contra Hardcore is a good video game. It's also hard for Contra...
You want to know who that is, Nick? That's one of my subscribers, Ranso, who just wants me to play all the hardest games in the world.
I mean...
Like Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Castlevania Dracula X, Contra Hardcore.
Yeah.
You just want me to suffer, Ranso. I know you.
I mean, Hardcore is still a good game, but it's definitely like one of the harder Contra games I played from that era. Probably the hardest Contra game from that era that I can think of. Anyway, I'm ready to go when everybody else is.
Yeah.
Bloodlust is real. Shut the fuck up.
I'm not...
Bloodlust is real as well as the season of giving pain.
Alright, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Days before Christmas. Yeah,
Check the options
Wait, if
here.
you're playing every hard mode version of a game, does that mean you're going to be playing Super Mario 64 hard mode?
Wait a minute.
Santa's Hallway. I like the stage map because it kind of looks like an advent calendar. So you like beat a level, you beat a level every day, and you'll.
This was made for PAL regions. I'm pretty sure it wasn't made in Australia. I think it was European, like England and Netherlands, France, Germany, all that.
I think a few different places got it for the Super Nintendo version.
Oh,
Elf. It's also decently well animated.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, this is a really, like, clean-looking game. Okay, I guess I can't...
Oh, that's right. Ooblast.
There's also bombs. The worst thing you
There's
can
also
expect in
bombs.
presents. It's not coal, it's explosives.
Delibird says hello.
Oh, and if you want a good animation, just stand still and press down.
Oh, yeah. No kidding.
He hides in his hat. I love that.
Only thing about it is because they put a lot of focus on the animation, that does come with the downside that it takes a second to come out of your crouching animation.
Okay.
How do I not... What?
It's usually the appeal of crouching is you can do it on a whim and uncrouch on a whim, like, you know, Mario, for example.
Okay. I'm lost. How do I advance in the game here?
I found a star,
There's
which completed the first level when I picked it up.
Okay.
Okay, but
I'm gonna get presents.
how do I get... I'm like stuck.
Wait, you glitched it? Wow, you glitched Christmas. That's fun. Are you sure you're not
No,
broken?
I don't think I glitched anything. Hang on.
Ah!
Let me see something.
I nearly got blown up for Christmas. Ouch.
I'm going through an ice cave. A lot of things are just mysteries about this game is what I'm learning.
Okay, how do I get up this candy cane?
You press
Oh, I gotta like continuously jump up it. Okay.
Now you press
Wait,
up.
what? Okay, there we go. That's weird. I don't like that mechanic.
I guess it was behaving a bit squirrely for you.
Why am I evil?
No, it's like
Oh, you're anti-claws.
You have to, like-
yeah,
you
you
have to, like,
become evil and you do
continually
more
press
damage
E.
and you run faster.
go up these
And
cans.
that's what happens when you drink coffee. It makes you become
Oh.
evil. Don't worry about it. It's good for
Oh
you.
well.
I mean,
Santa
sure.
Claus needs to unleash the beast inside
Oh,
sometimes.
now I see what you're saying.
Well, it's a good thing I have Red Bull then.
Oh, did you find the evil claws?
Evil claws.
Or-
What?
Oh, fuck.
Pretty sure it's
let us
anti-claws.
go, let us go,
Anti-claws is a good way to put it.
Well, you need to watch out for the anti-claws in the
He
contract.
looks like Santa Claus mixed with frickin' what's his name? Mr. Karate from Art of Fighting.
I don't know. I'm stuck. I got myself stuck.
Trying to find where the exit to this place is, but Stage 3 is a much longer stage than the previous two stages.
Oh, that time I got myself legitimately
go.
I
stuck.
fell. And
I landed on some spikes between the spikes on the wall, and I just couldn't jump out of it. The game trapped me there.
Oh no.
Wait. am I
Oh
supposed to
no,
Actually, like,
cave
collect-
rats!
I'm supposed to collect the presents.
Yeah, they
You
seem to.
don't need to.
I mean, they seem to function like Mario coins, for lack of a better term.
I think they can.
What do
make
you mean I
barrels
got
or
ice
something.
fucking fire powers? What?
Oh, there's the end of the stage. Thank God.
I seem to have found the reindeer. And Santa throws fire now.
Blue
going
magic. Santa has been trapped in a bubble.
Ah!
Santa's throwing
Wow,
fire.
Wow, okay, wow. I fell down the hole and that was the actual, like...
Yeah, that was the whole level. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Why are we in an ice cave? What?
Ice Cave is much longer than the previous two stages, so prepare yourself for that.
Ho, 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 ho,
Oh,
ho.
dear.
I'm throwing fire. Ho, ho, ho.
This doesn't even
Look
look
at
like an
everyone's
ice
shit
cave. This
now.
looks like the fucking Pride
He's going
Lands.
AWOL.
Or... Not the Pride Lands, but,
Oh, I got put in the present. What,
I've
the
got caffeine. I'm
Elf-
out.
the graveyard. from
Elfin
the Lion
Graveyard?
King.
I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
expecting the present machine to kill me
oh
like
my-
the pig
I'm
bar
Krampus.
stage.
Yeah, it was giving me, it was definitely giving me Bart Pig energy with the virtual Bart. Where you go through the thing and all of a sudden,
It's Christmas like bird pig.
yeah.
Thing to know, you don't give him milk, you give him caffeine and he becomes Krampus. Bomb!
I think the bellows are checkpoints.
Oh yeah. Sometimes the checkpoints are in presents.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. Good to know there's no fall damage to this platformer, unlike Pirates of Dark Water.
Yeah. That's because it's not a cinematic
Human
platformer.
claws. We've gone from Christmas to Krampus.
Ooh. Apparently Red Bull, I'm not sure what Red Bull does to Santa, I just realized. Krampus with wings? I don't want to know.
No. Red Bull specifically gives you wings with 3 eyes because then they can't get sued.
Oh god, I'm stuck.
That's true.
Who would
I
they
don't
get
like.
sued
I
by?
don't love the
What?
sound he makes when he gets hit.
Well, because originally they used to say Red Bull gives you wings, and people say that's false advertising because it doesn't literally give you wings. So now they trademark the term wings with 3
People actually
eyes.
sued for that?
People are
So,
stupid.
Why? I mean, this I have come to understand about the world, but really though?
Well, it may or may not have been
It's
literal.
like that
but
guy
it
who
was
tried
like,
to
I
It's
mean,
like that guy who tried to patent the word monster.
That's a dumb move.
I guess technically it is false advertising, so maybe somebody just wanted to sue to get money out of them. I don't know.
I get.
Well,
Get them on the technicality.
that more than likely is also the
Time to
reason.
steal the Mega Man 8 gimmick. Ho, ho, ho.
Ooh, I'm so happy I didn't just go into
Beak,
drink.
no. Beak, no. Beak.
Why? Am I
Yeah.
not surprised? It's Beak. She tends to
Just
put.
look at what
I
Beak put in
can't
the chat, Nick.
I can't see what Beak said, but I bet you it was something great.
Consider the
Oh my
following. If
God,
you
I
get a
need my
period around
snowman.
Christmas, would that mean you got a bad case of Krampus?
Well, wait.
No.
Fuck's sake.
I hate that.
Eat flames,
I will not be
Frosty.
surprised if there's
Eat
coal
it.
in her stocking. lady.
No more Frosty.
Expect
I need that
expect
Thunderbolt.
coal in the mail in 4 to 6 weeks.
I'm a present.
Oh, look at this snowman!
Yes, unlock him, Santa. Yeah.
And we're both fighting the snowman boss.
Yeah. I think now we
There are
get the
bosses
first.
in this game?
The
Oh,
first,
no.
yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah, now
don't
you
worry,
get
this
the
first boss is
prison
really
dropping
easy.
speed.
The hell?
It's very easy to unlock because the boss has a little bit of a wind up on its attack, and if you
Santa on the magic.
if you hit it again,
What's going on?
you interrupt its attack.
Well, I gotta make sure I get there first.
Yeah. There's also that because you're still in the ice cave. Oh, now I deliver presents.
Santa's
You guys
on.
are delivering
This
presents?
is inaccurate. Santa does not go on magic carpet rides.
Yeah, I
This is
believe
not
the
Aladdin.
You want to take
This
a
is
ride
no
on my
Aladdin game.
magic carpet?
Yeah, I believe the stage after the one you're currently on, Ashley, and also Heavybass, is the boss stage. I mean, you gotta get through the actual stage for the boss stage first, and then get to the boss.
Oh,
But
I missed one. Fake gamer terror van.
you didn't deliver all the presents well, Taravan. How dare?
Well, sometimes the higher balloon is just directly in front of it. What are you supposed to do?
Ho ho ho! I mean, ho ho ho! Santa's going for the economy right now. Ho ho ho!
Your password is blah.
Thank you, magic carpet.
Carpet.
Right, there's another checkpoint at least.
The
Oh,
evil.
I remember
Whoa.
this level. This level's a little poo.
Okay. Am I like missing something here? I'm still stuck in the ice cave. And
It's-
everybody else has moved on, it looks like.
It's a very long stage, the ice cave.
You'll get out eventually.
You're gonna fall down to the right, and then you eventually go to the left. And then
Yeah,
to the right.
I think from where you are, you go like down into the right before the flood. Because I remember
So
that
I'm going
checkpoint
down
that
to
you
the
were at.
right.
Like you just keep going to the
Yeah.
right from where you are, basically.
Man, I don't remember the flood being in this game. Would make this a very
I
interesting
just
game.
keep getting hit by the spikes and
Well,
Santa Claus versus the entire armies of hell.
you see, the flood is what happens when all that ice melts, all the snow melts,
Oh
That's-
dear.
and that's what causes the flood.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Stun lock.
Oh, I didn't die. Oh, thank God. Because I didn't happen to hit a checkpoint either.
The evil snowman.
Oh, clipping. I completely whipped that one.
Frosty's getting a timeout, and I'm making it into a milkshake. Ho ho ho!
Oh, yep, there's the... Oh, hey, a bomb! Anyway, that's the end of the stage.
Oh.
Ho 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 ho! I made him a shake.
Alright, on to the wood factory. Oh, yeah, I remember this stage giving me some problems because I think I tried to rush it. And also, there's a lot of conveyor belts and whatnot, and it's easy to get... It's easy to get tilted in this stage if you're not careful. And the occasional blind jump doesn't
Everybody,
really
like,
help any.
taking leaps of faith.
Yeah, I have to deal with
Oh,
leaf.
yeah,
I'm in the
sometimes,
UK.
sometimes if it seems like a blind jump, just wait and see if a heart doesn't come.
Yeah.
oh,
Although
Jack
I,
the Bug.
I
Hello.
really want to say, I think the camera zoomed out a bit more in this version.
Maybe compared to what, the Super Nintendo version?
Yeah.
Possible.
Alright, bring it on, Frosty. I'm gonna kick your ass.
These jumps felt more like they were complete leaps of faith on the Super Nintendo.
It's Big Ben.
Oh wow, you can get turned into a present. I like that.
You have to break out of it. It doesn't kill you, fortunately, but it does make you vulnerable for a bit.
Ooh, that was close.
Ah,
Almost died.
Did you die, Terravan?
yes, I did
Good
more
job.
than almost.
Oh, that's easy.
Well, Christmas is already coming past my house. Oh, no.
I could have made that jump. Whatever. Let's just keep moving.
Santa Claus.
Okay, now I know
all
what they're
the
saying
time.
about the
About the what?
Oh, I think that fucked that up.
Oh, God.
I realize I'm still watching Ash's stream.
My jump input got eaten. Whoops. Alright, let's get that in there. Go.
That one was my fault.
And Santa Claus has died.
I mean, I feel like I made some pretty good headway through the stage up until my jump input got eaten and I plummeted into a pit. You know, besides that part.
Why are the air balloons everywhere?
Beak in chat. I can
Yo,
show you the
$2.
world. You have $2. I can show you my driveway. I love Thomas Sanders. Genuinely the best thing to come out of the state of Florida.
Damn.
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of bad that can come out of Florida. You ever see
There's
that?
a lot of bad that comes.
You ever see that
there's a lot
that
of bad that
image?
comes out of Florida.
It's like the worst thing ever, Florida, and it's just an edited picture of 4 Florida penises.
Yeah, it's like my friend Starstrike always says on my channel. Ohio and Florida are both the early access and closed beta of the United States of America, respectively.
Yeah.
Just let that marinate for a second there. Just think about that for a
Yeah,
second.
the four Floridas of the apocalypse. Or a pinkalypse.
The 4 Floridas of the apocalypse. Disney, Gators, Seminoles.
And Florida Man. Florida Man is a horseman of the
And Florida
apocalypse.
Man.
Let's be real
Florida
here.
Man is an entity by itself.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Anaheim Mighty Ducks.
That's California.
That's California.
Oh, cool. I found.
Anaheim's in
I
California.
always thought that was Florida.
No.
What?
Mighty
Anaheim is a city in California.
I
The only
swear to
hockey
God,
teams that
I
are in
swear to
Florida are the
God.
Tampa Bay Lightning and the Florida Panthers.
I swear to God, I thought Anaheim was in Florida my entire life.
No.
No.
I thought even from
No,
the
even
geography.
even the Brit knows where Anaheim is, and I've watched the Mighty Duck cartoon.
Even Beak, who's in chat, who's literally from California, can confirm it's a city in California.
Yeah. And to be fair, Terravan's also based in Canada, so, like, why would Terravan ever care about U.S. geography? I live in the United States, and I don't care about U.S.
That is a
geography.
very valid point. You are correct.
I've been
He has a
trolled.
point. That'll be a very interesting show to greenlight. Around the world with Terravan. I don't know where everything is.
No, this is just millennial gaslighting.
Around the world with Terravan, and in reality...
Around the world in 8 days.
Millennial gaslighting.
No. What it is it's around the world with Terravan, but it's actually just around my backyard with Terravan.
Once again, I reiterate, I can show you the world. You have $2. I can show you my driveway.
I had a map of the United States pulled up, like a basic map of the United States pulled up.
Also, that snowman just threw his head at me, and I'm getting major decap attack
And
vibes.
I was just confidently pointing out, like, this is this state, this is that state. And someone in chat had to speak up and inform me that I got nearly all of them wrong.
For real. I used to be able to name all the capitals of states, but I could not do that anymore.
Oh man, have I got a story for you, Nick? Okay, so when I was a little boy, I gotta get this story out there because
Okay.
this is such a good thing. But when I was a little kid, rather than go outside and play recess with the rest of the kids, I would do that, but I wouldn't do it nearly as much as other kids would. I would instead read the encyclopedia and like World Book and stuff like that in the library every recess.
Oh, we had the world.
Which, you know, the reason why I couldn't understand, but I was basically, like, just so enthralled by like flags and countries and any kind of like geography that it just kind of like became a thing with me growing up. To the point that my mom got me this. It's like a mesh pair of shorts. It's like a bathing suit almost. That has like a bunch of flags on it. And when I was really little, I would put that on and I would also have like a flag as like my cape. And I would pretend I was a little superhero called Flag Boy. What my powers were, I have no idea. But this was just a thing that I did. So years later, right? This story's not done. Years later, right? There's a show out there called The Big Bang Theory. I think you see where this is going if anybody's ever watched this show. I'll know exactly where this is going. But there's a little segment, like a recurring segment on the show that Dr. Sheldon Cooper and Amy I forget her name. Amy Farrah Fowler? No, that's not right. But Mayim Bialik's character, Amy, get to do every now and again, called Fun with Flags. So yeah, imagine that coming on the air and thinking to yourself, oh man, I did this when I was a little kid.
You could have been on The Big Bang Theory.
You know, a bit of like a really weird person is doing the same thing. Does this mean I'm a weird kid? Does this mean I'm a weird person?
Now here's the issue. Big Bang Theory isn't really good.
I know, that's the problem.
Yeah. Someone who is pretty much who knows someone who didn't like that shit. Let's just say I've actually visited a museum and they had to reference all the Bazinga shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not fun.
Wait, a Big Bang Theory museum?
Yeah, I've actually been to a museum in the States. Chicago, to be precise.
Oh, like a regular museum and then, okay. And not it was a museum dedicated to Big Bang
No,
Theory.
because a museum dedicated to fucking that show? So, I would not even near. No, I've actually been to an actual museum in Chicago. 'Twas very enlightening and very fun.
As museums often are.
Exactly.
Me and
Can't get that shit over here. Oh,
me and my friend Fizzy, when we went on our vacation to New York, we went to the Museum of Ice Cream.
Oh, that sounds fun.
There. Yeah.
Ooh,
There was we had a lot of ice cream there too.
Sounds
They
tasty.
had a bourbon apple pie ice cream that was
You seen?
Oh,
Driving
this
in.
clock is kicked in my ass. No, I got him.
come on. Okay, I'm not having any problems with the boss as much as I
Wait,
am
was that it?
with this little platform right before it.
Oh, is that like the one where you can barely see? It's a moving platform, but you can barely see it. And if you misstime it, you go into the drink and immediately die.
Yep, the very same.
Yeah, that's yeah. Well, remember I was saying earlier, there's one or two levels that are a little bit piss.
Yeah, that one definitely got me a few times. The pit you're talking about.
Yeah, like it's only a couple of levels out of 24, but that's one of them.
Yeah, the conveyor belt one with the heart platforms. I remember being another one that could be a nuisance.
Sorry, you say that correctly? There's 24 levels in this game?
That sounds right. I mean, you see the map in between stages.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I guess
the
rotation map.
levels are stages. That one level was just you going right and then falling down an ice hole.
Yeah, that was level 2.
Yeah, the stage is like a loose term here.
It's almost like that sort of thing that like you look at how the levels are designed, you're thinking, is this a prototype? But no, it's it did get a commercial release.
So we're delivering presents?
Oh yeah, that's the bonus stage. And afterwards you get a password.
Well, yeah, that probably the reason why I was over the
I get-
UK. It's like, oh, hey, if it didn't work, I didn't have Christmas.
The other thing that doesn't really help with the stages is they don't go in order, at least visually they don't go. Numerically they might, but visually they are so out of order, so it's hard to...
Well, it's an advent calendar, right?
Yeah.
You open the window, you get the little bit of chocolate.
Oh,
And in the drink you go again.
So,
I mean, I guess I didn't really use advent calendars much. I always assumed that they... I always assumed they would go in sequential order, like work your way left to right, then go to the next row up or down, or however it is.
It's always to look around the thing and find a number. And you open the little
Okay.
window, you get
Down in alcohol.
I'm so fucking old.
I've seen some advent calendars, but I guess different advent calendars do things differently.
Now you can get advent calendars that are like,
Digital.
here's the 24 pieces of cheese.
What?
Or 24.
Why would you want
Man, I always
24
wanted some Christmas cheese.
24 different barbecue spices.
Why would you want a barbecue? Why would you want an advent calendar of spices?
Because they want to sell you 24 of something. As
Yeah,
an
they
advent
just
calendar.
had some cheese
Yeah,
rotting in the back of their store, and they wanted to repackage it as an advent calendar. I mean, what?
That's the Mr.
do you
Beast
mean?
calendar.
What do you mean? I just ingested spoiled cheese? No, I didn't.
oh man, the shade.
This goon is going off of dates. I've put it in an advent calendar. My Santa impression
Before the
leaves
flood.
much to be desired, like his beard, full of depth.
Oh,
Oh, thank God, an extra life.
We have 6 minutes left with this game, by the way.
okay.
It's been a fun Christmas game. It's just like the
Yeah.
last time we had to play a similar Christmas game for the, what was it, Game Boy Advance?
If it's Game Boy Advance, you're probably
Played.
thinking of Santa Claus Saves the Earth.
Oh yeah, that one. I bet I was here as well. And so was Terravan, if I recall.
Yeah, that one was a while ago. I remember.
Oh, that was a while ago. Just like the episode where...
I was gonna say
Oh,
we
I would get elf bowling.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have a shirt in my Redbubble store for Santa Claus Saves the Earth. The At least it's not elf bowling shirt.
It's always you least expect
Yeah,
it. You never...
for people who don't remember that moment, because that was from the early days of Retro Book Club. Yeah, we had Santa Claus Saves the Earth. Polk said at least it's not elf bowling. And then cut to a game or two down in that same episode, and guess what? It was elf bowling.
Oh,
Yeah, I was there. I was like, oh, but it's not elf bowling.
there's a hidden platform. That's what that is.
Even I can't get through. Even I hate retro hidden platforms. Is the impression a bit too much?
Yeah, so you remember that candy cane pole that you could climb in the first stage? And you haven't really seen a pole that you can climb? You have to climb them in the stage that I'm in right now, so if you didn't get used
Oh
to...
my god, the background is like fucking with my my sense of depth perception in this level.
Well, at least it's not
Oh,
crystal
shit.
ponytails. Fuck, my eyes have still never recovered from that. Ugh.
From what?
Crystal's ponytail.
Never
Oh.
again. Never again.
I've beaten that one.
Are you a sadist?
I believe the exception was it was me and Toon that did not like that game because it was a massive eye sensory overload.
Yeah, game
Me.
had flashing.
The worst.
I don't remember oh yeah, I remember it has a lot of bright pastel colors.
That stupidly flashed all at once.
I think it's usually when you get the gems or
There
something
we
like
go.
that where the game flashes.
Oh,
Oh, and goodbye, Santa.
Oh, God.
I'm going to the
Bye,
unemployment
Santa.
office.
Oh ho ho no.
Hi, Santa. Come back next year.
No. I'm going to redundancy.
I mean, we did need to fulfill our Christmas game quota for today, so this is fine.
Yeah, it's fine for a Christmas game.
Yeah. Just like how like a week or two ago we had to fulfill. I think it was a week ago. We had to fulfill our Friday the 13th quota.
Oh,
Of course.
oh right. That's like I was there. I'm going to Elf Resources.
Let's see if I can get used to.
I touched Mrs. Cross appropriately. Now I'm going to Elf and Resources.
I think I got a bit more of a handle on how these ropes work, which they're not the most precise to try to jump on.
Why the hell is Santa doing all this shit?
He's got a lot of got a lot of presents to deliver and a bunch of people on the naughty list whose asses he's got to kick.
Oh yes, it's a bunch of it's a bunch of little kids that are probably never gonna get their presents if you don't do the bonus games.
Yeah, that's your incentive to do the bonus games.
Although that would make things very interesting if you just basically go to the stage and
Also, what? Terror Van, what?
Yeah.
What is your screen?
Yeah.
It's one of the,
literally
it's
just
one
a
of the,
close-up.
it's one of the frames from when you crouch. Santa Claus
He looks
pulls a little
like he looks
sneaky.
like what's the name of that guy who like is on the
I can
face of
see
like
it.
all those like popcorn boxes? Orville
Oh, I got
Redenbacher? I think that's his name. Orville Redenbacher. Like
That
he kinda
sounds
looks
right.
like that.
That sounds ridiculous.
With like a bright red nose.
Rudolph?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Santa.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Santa. Apparently he wants to take over. You already read over Grandma.
Okay. Less than a minute left for this game. I want to see if I can get to the end of this stage in the time we have left.
I don't think anyone else is playing, Nick. We can go to the next one.
I say the end of the stage though.
Oh.
Need to find my way there. I need to try to in the 30 seconds I have left. Actually, I think I might get there within time. If barely. Yeah! Alright, I got to the end.
All right, we
There you go.
fulfilled our Christmas quarter.
There it
Alright.
is.
Now I'll go ahead and stop the timer with the whole 12 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
Alright. We're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we'll be playing RedLion's game up next. We'll see you in a bit.
Oh dear.
Nah, it's not that bad. Actually, I think this is probably like one of the better games I've brought on this channel.
Okay.
Yeah. But believe you me, Nick, your punishment awaits.
Oh, great.
Ooh.
I don't think I haven't forgotten.
Still waiting for my coal in the mail.
Well, I don't know if you got around to my game when you did the whole RBC Donate-a-thon special or whatever. Did you?
No, it did not come up. It may come up for a future one if I decide to do another one and bring your pick back.
Okay.
I was never asked.
Yeah, I had a bunch of people that I asked them. I'll probably get a new squad of people to fill in the slots that got used up and then bring back the old ones if I do another one in the future. But it's definitely a lot of effort that I have to go through to set it up. But we did get some good stuff out there, like Week of Garfield was one that came up.
Oh, yeah.
And Dracula X on Super Nintendo, I think is what we closed the night out with. Anyway, we are back for our second game for tonight from RedLion.
Okie dokie. So, the only thing I'll say about this game is that this is a bit of a recent obsession of mine, something that I've been playing on my Discord, just in between like streams or whatever, just whatever I'm like wanting to shoot the shit with some of my friends and on my server or whatever. The only thing I will say about this game is that it is a situation. It's Pokemon Picross for the GBC, the Game Boy Color.
Okay, Picross time.
Like we say, it is a situation. Picross is a situation. I believe that's the term, right? Is that what Beak Beak said? I think that's what Beak Beak said. And also, speaking of Beat Beak, I'm surprised she has. Oh, Picross is an emergency. Thank you, not situation. I don't know why I got that wrong. Thank you for correcting me. But yeah, I'm honestly surprised that you have not brought this game on this channel yet. Because like you're big on like the Pokemon ROM hacks. This is technically a game that never existed.
For a second, I was wondering if you were directing that maybe because it was Picross.
Well, yeah, no. This is a game that in American, it only exists in Japan, but there's English patches, which is
yeah, that's what we got
the
here.
One that's provided.
The one I've got here should be an English patch. I mean, there's also Pokemon Picross on the 3DS. That free-to-play Picross game, which actually
this is the version of Picross that we never got. Is it Picross or is it Picross?
Picross.
Picross. Okay. I had a feeling it was Picross. I don't know why my brain just wants to say Picross.
Probably because Pi like PI and Cross. I guess it makes sense from that perspective. But it's Picross. And I know that because I played my fair share of Picross games. There's a lot of Picross that you can get on the Switch, for example. And I played a lot of them. So, it makes me wonder what rule set they're gonna have for this, or I guess some of the quality of life things that the modern ones have, like, some of the ones on Switch, for example, will indicate to you, like, okay, you can do something with this row, or you've already filled in all the gaps for this row, stuff like that.
Yeah, so, I've been getting a lot of, my server members into playing this game, because I've been playing it over on my server. I know Rega, who's in chat, has been playing this. He's over here saying it's surprisingly hard to do the Charizard under par. So when we actually get into this game, I'll explain a few things for those of you. Actually, is there anybody here who is not familiar with Picross?
I've played Picross before.
Everybody has?
I know
if you're not familiar with it, the attract screen is explaining to you the basics of Picross.
Yeah. So the idea with Picross is you get like a grid, and you're basically just kind of breaking the blocks in the grid and revealing a picture underneath. Think like Sudoku and Pictionary fused together in a way.
Yeah, there's a tutorial mode, which if you're not familiar with Picross, probably want to do that just to get some experience with it under your belt. I'm probably going to jump into Pokemon Picross. I don't know what the grid size.
I'm going to jump into Pokemon Picross too, but I'm going to do it under a new data save because I was playing a little bit of this on my emulator previous, so.
If you want to continue your save, you're more than welcome to do that. Alright, well.
I want to do a race with you, Okami.
Okay, fine.
Let's just see how far we get. Like, there's no like parameters or anything like that. As just, cause I have a bit of a head start. So, are we starting by the way?
I'm getting onto town map and starting from there. If you want to start from the same place, if you want to try to race me.
Map? Okay.
All right. Starting in.
All right, give me a second. No, give me a second.
Yeah, just let me know.
Yet.
All right.
All right, now we're good.
Alright, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pokemon Picross. 10 by... So they give me 10 by 10 grids. I'm not going to use hints. I don't know what your...
No, I'm not going to use hints either. I mean, a lot of these pictures I've already, like, figured out, so...
Fair enough. Means there's also going to be a fair bit of focusing, I'm sure. I actually went one too far.
For those of you who have never played Pokemon Picross, do it. It's a lot of fun.
I recommend a Picross game in general. Typically, a good one to recommend is the Picross games on the Switch, because you can get a lot of bang for your buck there.
Okay.
Oop. And what else do I still need?
Oh. Wait, no.
Yeah, what have I forgotten to do in this? 2, 2, that's an 8, that's a 4, that's a 5. Oh, duh. I'm an idiot. Alright, I made a Diglett.
I am almost there.
I made a few mistakes as well, usually from, just me fucking up. And it looks like each fuck up, basically knocks time off your timer.
Literally the last mistake, last thing I did.
Alright, this...
It's right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one doesn't have some of the modern convenience, because I think we've had, I want to say Mario's Picross, the, Super Nintendo version we've had on here before. Yeah, this one has a bunch of 10s. Any 10s is always so easy to work with.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially if they're on the walls, like the corners.
Oh yeah.
Like the or the borders rather.
Oh, I see what happens. If I'm holding down the button to mark something with an X, if I already have a, like if I already marked one as I wanna have it marked or like chiseled, I guess. It automatically goes to an X, even though I've already chiseled it, which is annoying.
Oh yeah, it'll do that. Yeah, you're right.
That's something that the modern ones don't do. Ghastly!
Rick Ghastly.
And looks like the Pokeball that shows up on the map indicates how good of a job you did on the,
Yes, so if you get a Great Ball, it's under par, and if you get a Pokeball, it's just, over par.
Okay. I'm not surprised I got a Pokeball on the, what do you call it, on the first one because of the, mistake that I made. So, not too surprised by that.
The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess Picross.
Yes, that was a free download you could get via My Nintendo. It wasn't super big or anything like that, but it was still neat to see. I remember grabbing that when that dropped.
There we go.
I made an Omanite.
Yeah, looks like
Made
you're
Lord Helix.
looks like you're about where I am, except I just started Omanite.
Yeah,
I'm still not the greatest at this game, just, you know, for what it's worth, because I literally just started playing Picross. But
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Yeah, it's one of the, it's something that will take you a little bit to, like, know exactly what it is you're looking for. And, I mean, you're going at a good enough pace that's, like, you have a good idea of what you're looking for, clearly. So, there's definitely, that, what am I... Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Like, I've played Picross for years, so I can go decently fast in some of these earlier stages. Not just a bunch of, like, the Switch... Oh, whoops, that's not the right one. Okay. Not just with, like, a bunch of the Switch, Picross games, but there's also, like, the Namco Picross, the Master System, and Genesis Picross. It's on there.
After Helix is the Devil Dome? What the hell does that mean?
It's going well, board. Alright. That's a muck.
Oh, that's what he means by Devil Dome. Okay, got it. Because it's a big old poison type.
This is like the kind of game that's also just gonna generally punish me for trying to go fast. I'm gonna...
What am I missing here?
Gladly await that
There we go.
punishment. But,
He's a muck.
yeah, don't be surprised if this segment ends up being mostly chill on the side of commentary. Whoops. Just because
Yeah,
we're...
it's mainly just me. It's mainly just me and Okami shooting the shit.
Yeah. I mean, everybody else enjoying Picross as well.
Like the old saying goes, Picross is an emergency.
Boom, that's another one done. I have, Kabuto. I'm sure
Okay.
Picross of some kind has also been raced before on, like, Mystery Tournament. I feel like I remember seeing that.
Absolutely.
I think... I want to say I've... Unless I'm just mixing up with another game like Pieces or something, but I want to see I've seen, like, a competitive Picross game as well. But I
Ooh,
don't...
that'd be fun.
6...
Watch that.
I'd play that.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6,
Like,
7...
like PPT2, but for Picross.
Yeah, I was also thinking, like, Pieces, which we had big O.
Ooh, yeah. That
I'll be
game.
back in a couple minutes. I'm just gonna pop some food in the toaster oven because I know what Picross is.
Boop, 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 boop.
Okay.
Alright, what do I still need? Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There, okay, that was it.
Nice.
Hot damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're about a puzzle ahead of me, which is to be expected, because you're more of a Picross. You're bigger on Picross than I am.
Yeah, I'm on to 1-7 now.
Or rather, you've gotten a bit of a head start.
Yeah, you've got the advantage of having done some of these puzzles before, but I had the advantage of a lot more time spent on Picross in general.
Right.
5, 6, and then do the same one for that.
4. Okay.
I can mark those, and I can mark those as well. Boop, boop.
Okay.
Now what do I do with the 7? 5.
Oh, wait, no. I don't need to mark those. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Alright, now I can cut off the sides. So my big strategy is, like, trying to work with the sides, and then just, like, kind of, like, going in the middle.
Yeah, definitely sides are the strongest thing you can get. One thing I would do on at least these 10x10 grids, look for any places where there's a number that's 6 or higher, because by default you can do something with that.
Rega, I was talking about muck bean poison, not Kabuto.
Oh, I have to hit this one, don't I? Bingo!
Okay.
I have a Jigglypuff. Well, aside from the first one, I've gotten at least par on everything.
I went back to get par and them other things.
Okay, so there's that. 3? 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, okay, cool.
I'm not smart enough to do this.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's okay.
I just can't play Picross. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair. Like,
You know what? At this point, I just come to expect it from you, Ashley, because, like,
Wow.
you don't like any of the games I bring on this channel.
wow.
I'm sorry, like,
No,
No, I get
that's
it.
not disrespectful. Like, you just don't like any game I bring on this channel.
Gee.
I mean, to be fair, I put Picross on a similar level as something like, say, Mahjong, where it's like, you're not gonna get it, like, you may understand the basics after playing it for a bit, but it's gonna be a lot more of a slow burn if you want to get good at it.
I love how everyone in chat is just like reacting to how I just like roasted Ashley there. I really didn't. Like, it's a matter of fact. Like, every single time that me and Ashley have both been on Retro Book Club, Ashley just does not like the game I bring. It doesn't matter.
I have a very
How do you-
specific taste. That's all I'll say.
Look, how do you think I feel with my games and everybody else who shows up on here?
You know what? No, that's a fair point. That I should have taken that into consideration. You're right. Oh man. Okay, yeah, and then yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get par on this, but Jigglypuff.
You made a
Ashley
Jigglypuff.
can confirm this, but in all fairness, I'm the only one who can jive with a puzzle game.
I can definitely mesh with puzzle
I'm
games.
I'm sure Okami does too.
Yeah, I love puzzle games. I played a few of them on stream prior to setting up for this.
You were literally just streaming Tetris Battle Gaiden and Tetris Attack. Like,
Yeah. Granted, Tetris Battle Gaiden, I made the mistake of saying the AI to expert. Oops.
Oh yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, because that game, you realize how bad of an idea a competitive scene for that game is when you realize that both you and your opponent share the same bag.
Mm-hmm.
Because it just makes it, do you outweigh your opponent? Or this like line piece or whatever. Just such a nuisance.
Oh yeah, big time.
Like I think if that game got like any sort of like remake, like I know it got re-released, but if someone were to remake that game, what it could really use is just each player having their own bag, so that way it doesn't make matches as much of a slog because of that factor. As interesting as it is on paper, not really the best in practice.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I was wrong.
Pollywag.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
111.
Hey, I did it. It's a Mankey.
You got a Mankey.
We got a punching monkey, punching pig monkey. Even though I didn't really think it was a monkey when I grew up. So I love how Ashley's just completely given up and is now just playing Sonic Riders.
Yeah, I respect it.
I'm playing Sonic Riders Competitive Edition.
Wow. Look at you go. That.
Well, there it is. I solved the rare candy.
Nice.
Are you doing the easy
Yep.
Picross? Yeah.
I
That's a good
assume
way to
he's
start,
like the
honestly.
items, etc. Because the Pokemon one seems to be like actually making the Pokemon. Alright, well this shouldn't be too long of this puzzle that I'm
Yeah,
on.
we're only like 13 minutes in, but
I mean, this one. Well, I'm talking about the specific puzzle that I'm on because it's a bunch of 10. I see a bunch of 10s for numbers that it's giving me. Is more what I meant.
okay.
I'm gonna be
There we go.
running across
Almost
that
had it.
See.
fucking track.
Oh yeah, I'm more
Almost
than
had it.
ready to play another game.
Alright, I'll do like one more
Do you
puzzle
want to
then.
just like get to like do you want to just get to like the boss of the first stage or like the what is it, the Charizard one?
Yeah, I can do the Chars.
Why are there bosses at Picross?
Is that 115?
I believe so, yes.
Alright.
But in order to get that, you have to get like 8 great balls.
Yeah, I have it open now, so I can just... You know what? I can just go there right now. Give up. We'll go and do 115 and then we'll get out of here. Okay, yeah, I can see, oh, okay. Oh, it's this type of puzzle, isn't it?
Yeah,
So-
it's 20 by 20.
Well, yeah, it's 20 by 20, but it's more like the, So there's some puzzles that, that modern Picrosses have where, you're making a bigger image, but it's across a bunch of smaller puzzles. So this looks like, it's a 20 by 20, but I think it would be, based on what I see here, it'd be more accurate to say, it's 4 10 by 10s. Or something like that.
Ah, okay, I'm at the Poliwag puzzle.
Which means I basically have to do 4 more puzzles, and then we'll have the Charizard
This is
made.
gonna be up top. 3?
Make that. Oh. Alright, well, that's one quadrant done.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2. Wait.
Use hint. No.
What am I missing?
Oh, it is gonna be weird though, seeing
1,
the
2, 3, 4,
quadrant
ow.
move around.
There's
That's
3, 2.
that's gonna be weird to get used to.
Alright, I gotta get all greats on these next 4. So I'm gonna have to focus, which means I'm probably not gonna be saying much.
That's fair. I'm working my way through through Charizard here. Nope. That should be everything completed there. Boop. Alright, that's the second quadrant done. Alright, quadrant 3.
See, you would think I would know these things, but I clearly don't.
You've only done the puzzle once already.
Yeah, I know. Alright, that's clear.
That one's done. Or at least that row is done.
What was this one again? Honestly, I completely forget. 4.
Whoops.
1, 2,
I'm a
3.
fool.
Oh, okay, I remember which one this is now. Okay. This is also 10. I should have
There we
thought
go.
about that.
Alright, one final quadrant, Charizard is made. I would say I wonder how many puzzles are in this game for the Pokemon puzzles, but I'm going to assume it's going to be...
It's all 151.
Yeah, exactly that.
There's a puzzle for every 151. There it is, got it. And I got it under par. Nice. I don't usually get that one under par.
Good
Parasect
shit.
is kind of hard. Hi, Cat, aka Oxmom 2020, aka Rega's wife.
Hello.
One of my channel regulars.
Well, welcome to the world's worst Pokemon Picross race, disguised as Retro Book Club.
Yeah. I think it stopped being a race like a long time ago, dude. I honestly said that thing more tongue-in-cheek than anything. 'Cause
I know.
I knew I was gonna get my ass. I knew I was gonna get my ass handed to me.
I'm done.
It's the rare instance where I can be like, yeah, sure. If people want to race them, I'm fine with people doing that if players agree to it. It happens very infrequently, but if people just really want to do something like that, I'm not gonna stop them. I'm not gonna stop me in this instance.
I'm gonna get this up and I'm gonna go for par on this one.
Alright, well, I just got Charizard done, so we may be wrapping up shortly here.
Okay.
Charizard! And I got the Great Ball on it, too. 4 minutes, 51 seconds was my time for Charizard. I'm guessing now that's gonna let me go on to the next area.
No, you actually can go on to the next area if you complete 8 puzzles in one level.
Okay. Yeah, I've got Mount Moon now, but that's something we're not gonna get to see. Except I get to see this Bulbasaur that's following me around.
Oh yeah, you get a Bulbasaur for your efforts.
All right, well, I think now we're gonna stop the timer here.
Oh man, I wanted to keep playing Sonic Riders.
Well, you'll have a little bit of time
And
because
I just got the Venonat in under a minute.
all right, we're gonna go to break, and
I can yeah.
yeah, we'll go to break, and when
I
we
can
come
end that.
back, we'll play my game up next. We'll see you in a bit.
Oh boy.
Yay.
And before Rory brings on another version of Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo so he can challenge us. No, I'm not that mean, Beak. I'm not gonna do that.
You can bring the GPA version on.
Oh Jesus, no! I would never. I would never.
I mean, that version's okay.
Listen. I may be, I may be an asshole, but I am never going to go that low.
If we could bring Crystal Crisis.
Oh yeah. The time that what's his name, Ocean Man challenged me, and I got a free $20 out of it. Yeah.
We'll be right back.
That was the sound of me drowning on dry land.
Sometime later, I'm gonna have to send you. I should have considered it for this week, but sometime later, I might have to send you the Ranma drop puzzle game on Super Famicom. That's also rock paper scissors.
Wait, I'm sorry. What?
You heard me right.
It's a Ranma one-half puzzle game that's part rock paper scissors. What?
Yes.
I know about the fighting game. I've had Ranma one-half hard battle before. So
Yeah.
like, I know about that.
And maybe that's something you'll see on a future week here, but it won't be this week because I have a different game here for you.
Oh man,
Now-
you had my hopes up.
Now, I did go seasonal themed. Unfortunately, I picked the wrong season for this. Because this is more
boy.
Halloween adjacent than Christmas adjacent. So I guess Nightmare
Jesus,
Before
no.
Christmas. But I mean, this is also
No.
this is also one that does tie into RedLion a bit, because I do remember bringing a song for this when you had that House of Bangers name that tune where people made their own packs.
Yeah.
And I think you mentioned that this was a game that you hadn't played before, so why not start now with Demon's Crest for Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going a completely different direction with that. Thank God.
A very good game.
Oh, I haven't played this in a long time.
Okay, I'm. You've actually given me a Christmas present, Nick. Thank you. I appreciate this. Because I have never played this game, but I've always wanted to.
Yeah, I played
I hear-
this
'cause I
way
hear
back
it's
in
really
the
good.
day,
I haven't
and
played
it's
this.
been on my back burner for years. I keep
I
saying I'm
haven't
gonna
played
play
this
Demon Crest one of
while.
these days, and I never do.
Demon's Crest is a good game, but it's
Shout
also a
out to
hard.
Ranso if he's still watching.
It's hard starting off, and once you start, like,
The beginning and
picking up
end bits are
upgrades and
hard.
stuff.
Yeah, because I also don't remember where exactly to go to get all the things, because it's structured like, to use a more modern comparison, like a Shantae game or Zet, where it's basically a stage-based Metroidvania.
God, this opening is god tier.
Oh,
It-
I would have said it's like Astro Boy, where you could sail through the whole game, then you'll get to the end, and then you'll find out, oh wait, everybody's sad because you didn't do everything.
oh, yeah,
Now
the
you
end-
have to go find everything.
Well, difficulty-wise, the end is pretty merciless. The last boss you fight for the main game, as well as the super boss of the
yeah,
game.
The super boss is evil.
Because, yeah, if you didn't know, Demon's Crest does, in fact, have a super boss for if you get 100%. If you get everything in the game, you're given a password at the end, which when you put in, gets you back into the game with everything and unlocks a new area where you get to fight the true final boss.
Yeah.
One of those
Oh,
games.
Absolute nightmare to deal with.
Well, I mean, you're trying to complete 100% of the game. It only seems
I have
appropriate that
been.
you get
I
the
have
hardest-
been 100.
You get the
It's-
hardest, like, character, or the hardest boss fight in the game.
Yeah, I would say it's one of the earliest instances I can think of off the top of my head of a game having a super boss.
By the way, the
He's
reason
also a very
that I
hard
was
super boss.
the reason that I was shuddering though was when you said Nightmare Before Christmas. I was just like, oh shit, is he going with Nightmare on Elm Street?
No, I think we've had a Nightmare on Elm Street pretty recently as well.
I was there.
Oh, I was thinking, oh, it can't be the night before Christmas because Oogie's Revenge is on the PlayStation 2.
Alright, well, I'm ready to go and everybody else is.
Yep, give me a sec.
Mm-hmm.
Game's actually kind of good, by the way. It's
Oh shit!
a Devil May Cry clone of all things.
Wow.
All right,
Alright, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Demon's Crest. You jumped in game RedLion, but that's fine.
yeah, I'm just watching the cinematic.
Sure. I also got really lucky with
direction in the-
finding a copy of this game because one time when I went into the local store, they had a box copy of this game in, like, immaculate condition, so I picked it up. And that's what's sitting behind me now on my Super Nintendo shelf.
I got to remind myself.
Oh, okay, there's also
Yeah, I
okay.
I do believe you're right about that, Beak. I do think there's a GBA Nightmare Before Christmas game. So technically, could have gone that direction. And you get to fight the prologue boss.
Okay.
Just hit it in the head when it ducks its head down.
Oh. Okay. Well, I learned that lesson. Yeah. The art direction of this game is absolutely nuts.
Firebrand is known for hovering. That's a main core mechanic.
Yeah, I've noticed that one pretty quick.
Yeah, the earlier games have that as well, but one of the things they had is wing, which is basically how long you could glide for. Instead, you can just unlimitedly glide in this game. They did away with that stat.
Take that as dragon.
Yep, the dragon's dead for me.
Good start.
And the dragon's dead on my end.
Now remember to pick up that maximum health up.
Doo-doo-doo.
Oh, shit.
Demon's Christmas edition, where it's Demon's Crest. It's a really good game.
One mechanic that you can utilize once you get past the first boss. I think it gets you something in this stage, but I don't remember where specifically it is. If you hit A, you can headbutt whatever's in the background, which includes some of the statues that you see.
Yeah, I can't remember if you can immediately do something in there or if you have to come back, but...
I think there's one that you can headbutt that gives you, like, a health increase or something like that. Oh, no, it's a spell slot that you get.
Yeah, that's the one. I just found it.
Where is that max health increase?
It drops after beating the first boss, once you beat the second form of it.
Oh. Thanks for telling me about the second form.
The second form's a lot easier than the first form.
Okay.
Now to fight the hippogriff.
Yeah, I'm at my first hippogriff as well.
Okay, yeah, it's way easier.
Yeah.
Is anyone doing the shiny Rayquaza in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? Says Rega.
I have not even touched.
On me.
I haven't even touched Scarlet Violet, so you have my answer there.
No, I haven't played in a long while.
Yo, Hippogriff, you want to do something? You want to come down to my level so I can, clock damage on you? That'd be cool.
Let me just burn these KKK members. Give these KK members what they deserve.
Damn, brutal, but deserved.
Wait, did I get the spell thing?
Hippogriff
Yeah,
down.
it's brutal, but it's deserved, yes.
Da, da, da.
Oh, I didn't hit this one, because I'm blind.
Alright, down goes the Hippogriff. Or no, down does not go the Hippogriff. Now down goes the Hippogriff.
Or the stitches come back.
You beat the Hippogriff, you get a health upgrade, and then we
Oh, the
move on
stitches
to
came
level
back.
1.
Okay.
Yeah, Hippogriff is basically a mini-boss.
What the hell?
What are these
Yeah,
things
the
I keep
world's
finding?
the demon world's cool.
What's what that you keep finding? It might.
These like little tablets they look like these little white stones.
Do they kind of look like coins?
Yeah.
That is currency. That is in the menu, in the pause menu GP, because there's a shop that you can go to, and it's actually a bit more useful than the shops in the prior games in Gargoyle's Quest, where you basically just bought extra lives. Because here, you can buy spells, spells and potions both alike, to heal you or do some other manner of tasks for you. But you have to find them first. It's like finding empty bottles in a Zelda game.
Mm-hmm. About 5 in each. That's about 5 in each.
Yeah, 5 scrolls, 5 potions that you can find.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's got a wing attack.
Yep, now I'm doing the ascent now.
Oh,
Boss time. It's you. You are, if I believe.
hot dog.
Okay. Is it turning back into a statue now?
I'll headbutt it.
Yeah, get back out here. I'm not done with you.
Sweet.
And now you have your rival fight.
Yeah, I remember the story. I just had to remember. You basically were basically the god of death, and you were slain.
Got him.
Well, yeah, you need to play Gargoyle's Quest 1 and 2 on the Game Boy.
Gargoyle's Quest 1 on the Game Boy, 2 was on the NES.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
2 was the first game.
Oh. Okay, we just smack it in half.
Yeah.
Like that. And full health.
Got him.
I liked it already a fuck ton more than Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
Yeah.
Like, this is Super
Hey,
Ghouls and
this
Ghosts
game rules.
done right.
Oh, I got a potion.
Yeah, we played Gargoyle's Quest 2 on here before. We haven't played the first one. But you can definitely tell, like, having beaten all 3 games of the trilogy, you can definitely tell this one's the most polished by, like, and it's not even close.
Capcom had their shit together in this generation.
Yeah, nowadays, to be determined.
And nowadays, they're just content with doing re-releases, which does beg the question. Imagine a world where we got where we would get a remake of Demon's Crest.
How the heck was that? You would have to make it a very long
Yeah,
game,
well, this
too.
would have been around the time where they started getting that Marvel vs. Capcom money.
Alright, so now that
No, not quite. Demon's Crest came out in '94. X-Men vs. Street Fighter, which was like the first true crossover game, wouldn't debut for another couple of years.
Oh, I would have said it was earlier than that.
Although, speaking of Marvel vs. Capcom, imagine a world where we live in, where Capcom actually hasn't forgotten about that franchise and is making Marvel vs. Capcom 4 as we speak.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah, wouldn't it be crazy if Capcom actually cared about their fans and what they want, instead of just,
like one day we'll get a new Ace Attorney.
About the same 3 IPs every single year: Street Fighter, Monster Hunter, and goddamn Resident Evil.
Yeah, I mean they're popular IPs for a reason, but I definitely do get that.
Yeah.
Because, like, people have been clamoring for, like, a new Ace Attorney, for example. Because we've gotten a bunch of Ace Attorney re-releases. But it's been a while since we've gotten a new Ace Attorney.
Yeah, in a perfect world, the N64 Bombermans would get on the Switch. I agree.
Right, I'll take that.
Oh, shiny rock rough. That's
I
pretty
got
sick,
robbed
Joey.
in Mega Man Legends 3, and I'll never forget.
Yeah, Joey just got a shiny rock ruff hunting for Satotl.
Hell yeah. Alright, how do you feel about wind as a stage mechanic?
Yeah, not the best mechanic, I will say.
You're basically just getting pushed forward.
I'm about to find the hidden level for number 2, right here.
Alright, get the heal.
And right now, hidden level for there's also a hidden level.
Yeah, there are a lot of branching paths for I think there's like, what, 6 main stages or so in this game, but there's a lot of branching paths throughout them that you might not be able to get your first time through the stage, at least until your major thing that you're trying to collect are the crests. Because those give you different transformations, basically. Like, after being the first area, you get the ground gargoyle crest ability, for example.
The game is called Demon's Crest, after all.
Correct.
Kind of makes sense that the game would be all about the crests.
But the game also likes reusing mini-bosses, like, I'm fighting my second Hippogriff, for example. And it's been headbutted. Oh, I got a full heal.
Oh, it's your rival.
Yeah. You got to the rival fight. Congratulations.
I've watched your progress.
I'm still
and
there.
I shall
This one will
be
be too difficult for you.
one
you
to put an end to your petty crusade.
Christ.
I believe you have heard of me. I am Arma. Yes, recycled content. The true terror.
Yeah.
I will be your executioner.
Also, this game is interesting to you. I do believe...
I would
hello.
will beat you and Daze like his rule in the demon world.
If this game is interesting to you as well, I do believe it is on the Switch Online service.
Oh, good.
So you can play it through that. Alright, let's bash some more statues. Boom, I think that's a potion slot.
Crap.
I want to say. No, it's a talisman. It's the crown talisman.
I think that's the one with money.
Yep, that sounds right. Where you get more money when you have it equipped. Talismans are basically passive upgrades that you can get.
You gotta find them though.
Yep.
Which is probably the reason why you go for the alternate paths. There's at least 2 you will need.
Is it this way I need to
Nail
go?
is one of them. Nail is one of them.
Yeah, nail I do remember needing. But I also just got everything in this game when I played it, so I had everything by the end.
Wow.
Damn.
This is my first time playing this, and I'm already through like 2 bosses.
You're
12
only
minutes.
you're only like through the first stage basically, and you're not even 100% done with the first stage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Yeah, you got a lot.
I was talking
Fucking
to. Call me
hell.
back.
I look forward to our next encounter. Bye, Proto Man. I mean, Arma.
I mean,
you have found the crest of Earth. With it, you can morph into G Gargoyle and gain great speed
Ground
and
gargoyle, you have the ability to dash.
yep.
break stone statues.
The problem with ground gargoyle is it comes at the cost of being able to glide while you have it equipped. So you have to de-equip it for that reason.
Whoa. Mode 7 flying stage.
Yep, this is the stage select that you're on.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so there's a few structures around that like look like something you can fly down to. That is how you go between stages. You just fly down to them, basically.
Okay.
If something looks suspicious, like there might be something there, press I think the B button and you'll dive down to it. Alright. What's this way?
Oh boy, here we go. This boss.
Yeah, I found armor again.
This boss has a, if I recall, a 25 gamer score because you gotta beat this as the ground bomb without getting hit.
Yeah, and that's a boss that involves a
Very
lot of
hard.
climbing too. Fortunately, the game is very generous when it comes to the life system, which is like you die and then you go back to the last door you came through, basically. Or you can go back to stage select if you so choose. Let's see if I can get you down this time. I don't remember how long it took me to beat this when I played through this for a game clearing stream, which, like, I think last year is when I played through it. But the long play is like an hour 40 long, so that's with knowing what to do. So it'll keep you busy for a while.
Did I do that?
Where the hell do I go?
I don't think I did. No, that was the Lachi, if I recall.
Also, a question I commonly hear in regards to Demon's Crest: where the heck do I go? And the answer is, figure it out. It's a Metroidvania.
Yeah, it's a very extreme Metroidvania.
It's a stage-based Metroidvania. Which is, I guess, something that you don't really think about that often, because a lot of Metroidvanias that you see, like, you know, the games that make that, like the game that coined the term Metroidvania, it's basically just one giant map instead of a bunch of smaller maps. Ah, damn it. It's a shame that
Got him.
we didn't get more games like this, because this is the last game of the Demon's Crest series that we got.
Yeah.
I didn't continue past this one.
Reward is.
But then again, I guess it didn't help. They no two games in this series, in this spin-off series, were on the same console. I guess unless you want to count, like, the Switch with re-releases. Like, when they originally released.
I need an urn to carry potions.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think I haven't found a potion slot yet. I wish this tornado did not impede my my projectile shots. Oh well. I don't remember what I get from this path, but hopefully I'll get something good. Yeah, I see RedLion in the area that I went to first.
Ah.
What
Alright.
the hell?
Goodbye, Arma.
Oh.
There's another crest! I found the air crest. With it, you can morph into a gargoyle and soar higher into the air.
You can basically hover.
I mean, I could hover before, so that doesn't really narrow it down for
yeah,
me.
you can control your flight.
You can control your vertical movement, I believe.
Yep, that's why it's useful. It's one area
Oh, that is
that's
very useful.
I want to say it turns you into a glass can, though, basically, so you take more damage. I want to say. I don't remember, though.
Oh man, those spikes keep hurting me. Okay, probably need to go to a different level. Now I can see why you didn't try this.
Yeah, the one that you were in is where you can, if you find the right path, you can ultimately get the aerial gargoyle that I'm using right now. And and when you get it, I don't think you really need many more gargoyle forms, at least as far as exploration goes. Aside from the water gargoyle, which lets you swim.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There you go. Now I remember.
Alright, we're just gonna try to march our way through. Oh. Well, not coming back now. I'm just gonna glide past everything. I know some collectibles can be, like, nasty to find spots where it's basically just, did you go up enough to find such and such collectible?
Hmm.
Or do I have to attack you from behind? Nope. Okay, maybe it's just that air gargoyle doesn't do anything to you, or maybe there's something I'm forgetting about how I have to fight you. Why does this area that RedLion's on give you Zelda CDI vibes, Rega?
Zelda CDI vibes. I guess I can get that.
I mean, Zelda CDI is kind of a Metroidvania structured in a similar way.
Yeah, but to say that the Zelda CDI games had any kind of structure is a
Strong.
pretty bold statement.
Yeah.
Can I burn the vines?
Okay, I need to shoot
like-
you with fire. To actually be able to do some damage to you. If I can't beat you, though, I might go... Yeah, I'm gonna go a different direction, because it seems like trying to fight you is just gonna be more trouble than it's worth. I did see another path I can go down, I believe, with ground gargoyle. Oh yeah, when you're in the town area, if you really want to, you can headbutt a bunch of the windows, and they'll sometimes give you money. If you are inclined to buy stuff from the shops, if you have the inventory space to carry whatever the shops are selling. Definitely something good for the late game when you have to deal with the super boss and like you need to be stocked up on everything to make sure you stand a chance at survival.
There we go.
Like if you've never seen the super boss, do yourself a favor and look later at what the super boss is like and how ridiculous it is trying to.
Yep, I hate still get freaking PTSD from that. And this is with save states.
Yeah, I remember struggling with the super boss. Eventually beat it, but it took a lot of effort.
Oh, you.
Alright, my attack is basically a ground shockwave, too. Oh, it's a shock, or a ground spark if I don't jump anyway. Got it. Actually, it's good for,
I can apparently just jump.
under
I can
coverage.
just jump into pots as the ground gargoyle. It'll
Yeah.
break.
Yeah, ground gargoyle is strong.
Two done.
But I need to switch over to aerial gargoyle at this rate.
That's the forest.
Oh yeah, I think one other thing that aerial gargoyle can't do, not that it really matters in a number of cases, is grabbing onto walls. I don't think aerial gargoyle is able to do that.
There he goes.
This is the first stage.
There we go.
Oh shit.
There we go.
Can I is there a way for me to back out of the stage?
I forget there's a way to
Aside
back
from
out.
dying?
I forget there's a way to back out outside of dying. But you don't lose anything on death, so it's at least not too much of a penalty for that. There might be a button combination I just don't remember, or something like that.
I like that it's open world like this though, and you get as many tries as you want at certain stages.
Yeah. Like, it's one of those hard but fair kinds of games, I would argue.
And see, I don't mind difficulty in games if it's fair difficulty.
Yeah.
Like, if it actually gives you a chance, I don't mind that. If it's unfair difficulty, well then the game is basically just saying, fuck you.
Yeah, take that, ghouls and ghosts.
You hear that,
They're
ghouls
all
and
ghouls and ghosts. Either you
You're
know how to
not
play it, or
good
you just
game.
get good.
Fuck you.
Or you just get good.
Oh, ow.
Nah, I'd rather waste my time complaining.
I've beaten
It's not that hard.
I've beaten my fair
I'm
share of
kidding.
ghouls and ghosts games. I think at this point with all the ghouls and ghosts games that I played, if there's one that I would recommend to people if they want to try a ghouls and ghosts game, I think it's gonna be the Genesis one.
Trying to see if there's any other lands that
I'm always Imposter Super. It's the best challenging difficulty game.
I think what the Genesis version has that ekes it out for me is that you can shoot your weapon above you and below you, instead of just being locked to shooting it left or right. Alright, there's the boss.
Huh.
We have about less than 5
minutes.
minutes left.
This is probably the best game of the night so far, let's be honest.
I mean, we'll see if it keeps that high honor.
Hi, boss time! I might be able to beat the boss. I've technically beaten about 4 bosses in this run.
Yeah, I
5 coming
mean,
up.
are we counting stuff like the hippogriffs?
Oh no, spicy birds ruined the rainforest.
I argue the hippogriffs count more as like a mini boss than an actual stage boss, for example.
Well, in that case, then I've beaten about 3 then. Well, it'd be 3 with this guy.
Especially since there's multiple hippogriffs that I've fought by this point. And yeah, after this one, that'll be 3. I'm basically just counting the bosses that you fight at the end of a path. Which I'm on my 3rd for that. Because I fought Armor twice at the end of paths, and I'm fighting this Vitreous wannabe from A Link to the Past.
Alright, oh yeah, the ground gargoyle alt path.
Yep.
The one that's 25 points on retro achievements and very hard. I got it. It sucked.
I can imagine
the secret path.
just fighting that, being refreshed on how this boss fights. Yeah, I can imagine having a good time with this as a ground gargoyle. Kind of designed with being able to glide in mind. There we go. That's all the mooks dealt with.
Ooh, rising and falling water gimmicks. My favorite. Oh god, he can't swim.
Yep, you need the right
No,
transformation
that's the-
form to be able to swim.
Yeah, you need the water crest. Can I get the, can I get you? That's the question.
I should be getting another crest here. Yeah, I've got
saw
the
that
Buster. With it, you can break through
That is
stone.
That is a fire crest upgrade. I've beaten the air boss. Well done, me. That's about...
I say this is kind of a good place to stop then, because there's only 2 minutes left. Ashley's done with the game. Heavybass and I just beat an area boss.
I think this is a good place to stop.
So yeah, we'll go ahead and stop the timer here.
Oh, well, I want to see if I can beat this evil fire.
If you want to, then I'll go ahead and leave the timer running then. If I remembered where it was, I could have also attempted doing another kind of a meme of this game, which is Trio the Pavo. I don't remember where exactly it is. So there's a minigame in here where you have a certain amount of time to headbutt a certain amount of statues, kind of like whack-a-mole.
Oh, yeah,
But-
that mini...
That's true.
But it's very
There's a mid-
It's very clunky to do.
Oh, that's
there's about
for the
three-
first
there's
few
about
minutes. That
3
was the
levels.
first thing I found.
Yeah, it's 3 levels and it sucks.
Yeah, I found the level 2 one. The level 3 one is the one that sucks. But also it's the one you need to do among the 3, because if you can clear it, it gives you a health increase.
That's why it's difficult. It's 100% tied. Sucks.
Yeah. It's also one of the handful of things that money is useful for. Also doesn't help because when you headbutt, there's a little bit of a wind-up, so you have to basically press the button like half a second before you're lined up with the thing you need to headbutt, if it's something you're headbutting in the air, which happens oftentimes with Trio the Pavo. At least I got level 2 cleared. Here's your prize, take it. I get some money. Great.
Yeah, that's the level 1 prize. The level 2 prize is more money, or is a slot. And the level 3 is the health increase.
Yep, that's 30 minutes, by the way, so we're done here.
We're done.
All right.
Center of... I lost the train of motion. Carry on.
Well, while you're trying to find that, we're gonna go to break, and when we come back, we'll be playing Ashley's game up next. We'll see you in a bit.
Oh, Santa Brand. Oh, I'm an idiot. Shit.
And just gotta put a Santa hat on Firebrand.
That's how he sounded in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I think. If you're not surprised by the lack of clips, we actually thoroughly enjoyed Demon's Crest and highly recommend you play the game as well. And Super Ghouls and Ghosts, play that. God, that's still fun. Despite what RedLion thinks.
It's, Super Ghouls and Ghosts is fine, but I've gotten my fill of Ghouls and Ghosts for a lifetime. I feel you can only play the same game and then play the same game again so many times before you're like, oh yeah, I played this already once before, just now, because I'm on my second loop trying to get the best ending.
With the bracelet, and you can only
Yeah, that's where the later ones beyond like the NES one, for example, really dial it up, is having to have a specific weapon when you get to the end, if you want to beat the game and get the real ending. Anyway, we are back for our fourth game for tonight from Ashley.
All right.
I did a game clearing of this year.
All right. Hang on.
We good?
All right, everybody, get your. Hang on, I'm getting a call. Hello.
Probably.
Oh
What
my
do you
god,
mean
is
you
that
switched the game?
What the hold on. There's treachery.
What game
afoot
did you
here.
put in?
What is going on?
Wait.
What did you call your
You
landline?
put in Godzilla
No.
Monsters of Monsters and not Mario Kart?
I'm sorry, what?
Wow, that.
Godzilla Monster oh my god, the Godzilla
By the way, the
NES.
NES
Oh, it's
actually
the,
beat. Say hi,
it's the
B.
Godzilla game for the NES.
Yeah, we're gonna jump into this because it seems like Ashley is occupied at a inconvenient time.
Beak, you monster! Why did you
No,
do
the
this
whole
to
bit
us?
was I got a phone call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you didn't hear it. You weren't able to hear it, but yeah, Beak has apparently hijacked the game.
Yep.
Yeah, so
this is not Beak's game all of a
basically-
sudden.
The
Surprise!
joke was I brought in a game and it got switched for another game.
Oh,
That's it.
lovely.
That's the joke. It's like, how could it be? But yeah, I did a game clearing of this
Untitled
earlier this
Beak
year.
game.
Oh.
boy.
I mean, it's basically an untitled game because, I mean, look at this title screen. Godzilla's taking up, like, you can't see the entirety of the word Godzilla.
Godzilla is taking a piss and we're interrupting it.
Yeah,
Pissilla.
Pissilla. I mean, the title looks fine here, but it's gonna be hard to read the full title when we see the title screen.
It's called Zuki, the game. Ugh. And that I might have triggered quite a lot of people. I apologize.
Alright, I do not
This
see the
might
game
not
yet
be-
on Heavybass's screen, by the way.
Really? Oh, hold on. Oh, this is why I hate these things. Game. What are you doing? Oh, I feel like Godzilla right now.
I can tell you're also not beating the game in half an hour. The game is pretty long.
Yeah, I can imagine. Can I get... I don't get that. I will feel like Godzilla in about a few minutes if I don't get this game working.
Actually, give me
Especially
a second. How long is my VOD from when I beat this game earlier this year? Let me check that. Yes. Godzilla. Yeah, my VOD's 2.5 hours from when I beat this game. So it's a lengthy one.
It's a long boy.
Oh, for the love of Christ.
I don't know how familiar people are with this game. Some probably familiar with the AVGN.
Looks like I might not be involved in this round. Oh no! Wait! No! Wait! No! 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 I'm back! I'm back! I'm back! I'm back! I'm back! I has recovered! Hooray!
Well, hopefully I'll see you in a second. Yep, I see it.
Yay!
Okay. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, I am ready to go and everybody else is.
Ready to go.
I don't hear any objections. So starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Godzilla, Monster of Monsters.
In 20xxx the Earth receives a declaration of war from planet.
Oh god, this is worse. This is worse padding than an actual
Holy
game.
crap!
Earth, whatever. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna read. TLDR.
Yeah, I know how the game
Oh my
plays.
god, is this a fucking Daisen Ryaku strategy game?
Yeah, so you move pieces,
What
your
is
pieces,
this?
i.e. Godzilla and Mothra. When you move the pieces, you also have to go through side-scrolling sections tied to the number of spaces that you move. You can move two spaces
because the monster is blocking the way.
You can move 2 spaces with Godzilla and 4 spaces with Mothra per turn. If my personal suggestion is to try to beat the bosses with Godzilla. Godzilla's plays a lot better than Mothra does. So you'll have a much easier time there. Your score is, I believe, also functions as basically your experience meter. Grab some health.
Wow, I am.
Yeah, I don't know what
What am I doing?
I don't know what you
I
expect
don't
from
know
this
how to
game.
control this game.
Yeah, Mothra is hard to deal with.
It's like gets moved back or whatever every time he takes a hit.
Yeah, knockback is pretty bad in this game.
Jesus.
I got a 0-point achievement for sitting through the whole cutscene.
Nice. Alright, I think next is the boss. Yep, there's the boss.
Well, that's the biggest nope I've ever had. I need to play something else.
That's a power up. Okay, nice.
Ho ho ho! I'm not playing Godzilla. I'm playing something else.
I'm playing it because I'm not a coward. Alright,
Yeah, well.
Gizora down, which means I gotta level up. So your objective in each map is you want to move Godzilla and Mothra to the spot in the case of Earth, in the spot in the bottom right of the map. That's where you want to try to get to. Unfortunately, because the game is poorly programmed, and I think I learned about this when I played through it on stream.
Oh, you gotta press up to jump. Oh, fuck
Yeah,
that.
it's an up to jump sort of game.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
So here's the fun thing about how the game's programmed. So, when you get one monster to the space that goes to the next map, they're taken off the map and basically put on the next map. But you can't start the next map until you get both the monsters on. If you get one monster to the next map and the other one dies on the way there, you game over.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Okay.
Because this is a well-programmed
So,
game sometimes.
If one dies, they all die kind of vibe.
No, one of them can die. It's specifically if you get one to the next map and the other one dies.
I think that's a record. Heavybass is already playing Mega Man 4.
Yep.
And I don't blame me. I like good games in my stocking.
If nothing else, I think this game is interesting in what it tries to do. Just maybe a little too ambitious for what it tries to accomplish.
If it was better coded, maybe.
And then I think it still gets the job done. It's just a bit shoddy here and there.
Mm.
Yeah, so far I'm not really having much complaints with this game. It's just kind of bare bones.
Yeah.
But then again, this game came out, what, 88?
Yeah, the gameplay loop, you kind of get
came out in 88.
Once you figure out like how to play the game, you're basically doing that gameplay loop for like the next 2.5 hours, if you're playing to beat the game.
Oh, I've been doing the same gameplay loop since 88 for 36 years.
I don't know how much you've been pressing the start button, because this is a game where select pauses the game.
Okay.
The start button uses your special ability.
Oh.
So in the case of Godzilla, it's your breath attack. In the case of Mothra, you drop some wings, it looks like.
Feathers.
Yeah, feathers.
Ah, but your power regains over time. Okay.
Yes. It regains over time. And as you level up, that power meter gets bigger and bigger. Same deal with the life meter.
It's so odd that it says, will you fight the enemy? Yes. And then it asks you to confirm the enemy.
Yeah, I guess that's for in case of an instance of, like, if you're within the vicinity of two different ones. So it's like, yes, I do want to fight a boss, and I want to fight this boss is the intent, but it definitely does look a bit redundant.
Nope. Gazora!
Bosses, you need to beat within a set amount of time, otherwise you'll go back to the map screen, and bosses can heal if you don't kill them.
Why can't I move?
Oh yeah, you can also just get stun locked.
Blocking you.
Fortunately, the stun locking does not do damage to you if you're just stuck in a stun lock. It just wastes your time more than anything. You have to get out of the stun lock before damage is being registered as being taken again. No, silver lining there, but I don't know how much that counts for.
Did I get him?
They're on the map still, so evidently you didn't. I think you ran out of time, so you gotta challenge them again. They should have roughly the same amount of health they had before you challenged them, hopefully. Yeah,
Wait,
looks
why
like...
am I not
Come on,
challenging him?
Magira,
What?
come on.
Yeah, I think you gotta go through the side-scrolling section first for the square that you're on before you can refight the
okay.
boss. So once you get through that side-scrolling section, you should be fighting the boss again. It's very convenient that I beat this game earlier this year and know about some of the ways this game operates.
Okay.
But I should soon enough be able to get onto the next map. If I cannot get stuck with
People have been playing
Mothra.
this game for 7 minutes? I
Yeah.
feel like I've been playing this game for 7 hours. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I was looking at this game like, I expect this isn't gonna last the full 30. It'll be a miracle if it does. But I figured that it would be a good one to... It'll still be fun, or at least funny, for the time we're playing it. Alright, will you move to the next field? Yes! Alright, Mothra's off this map and onto the next one. Now I just gotta do the same thing with
now
Godzilla.
I'm the one who's doing the stun locking.
But are you doing damage with the stun locking?
Yeah, kinda.
That's the real question. You should definitely be making use of your power meter, by the way. Just hit start and use your breath attack on the boss.
Very handy.
It depletes their health very quickly, and when you're already at full power, you might as well use it so that way it can start recharging. You might be able to get another one. Punch, 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 punch! Punch, punch, punch! Alright. Move to the next field.
Right.
So now I'm on to Mars.
Why are you saying his name like that?
And you basically go through the entirety of the solar system as well. So you start on Earth, you go to
Ain't so
Mars, eventually getting to the final stage, which is Planet X.
planet.
Ah, yes, that elusive 10th planet of the solar system that is not specifically named after Elon Musk.
Whoop.
Oh, I know. That does sound terrifying when you think about it. The final boss, Elon Musk.
Hold on. I have a question.
Alright, well, I've gotten to the next map. I don't know if other people want to at least get to the next map or what. Whatever they're feeling.
I'm having fun.
I have no idea how close I am to doing that. I beat one of the monsters. I got that going for me.
Yeah, technically, I don't think you need to beat the monsters, because I've had times where the monsters just run off when they get weak, and leave the map. So the main thing you get out of fighting them is you get a boatload of points, and therefore a boatload of experience.
No, bring it back.
Rumor has it that Planet X hosts the most evil stinning ever. Super Corrupt World 2, Epstein's Island.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, get him! Yes! He's
No, they
just standing there like a
do this
fool.
fucking game year-round.
Yeah, so it looks like...
Yeah.
Meanwhile, actually having a different composition than the rest
And-
of us. That's not retro.
Slap him, silly.
Punch, punch, punch. Punch better. Oh, that's where the hitbox is. Yep, sometimes the question is, where's the hitbox on this stupid thing? Always the million-dollar question. And each time you go to another map, there's an additional monster on top of the ones that you fought before. So, like, now I have, 3 different monsters to fight on the second map instead of just the 2 from before. Let's grab some more health. The game is very generous with health drops, like, surprisingly.
Oh yeah,
Generous.
very much so.
So, for the most part, as long as you're diligent about keeping your health up, unless you get really unlucky with the boss, you shouldn't have to worry too much about your monsters dying. But there is an enemy type that you do have to deal with later that if you're in the wrong spot, it shreds through your health. So it can, like, full to death you in a single combo, if you're not prepared for it. Oh yeah, if you wanted to, you can also duck and swing your tail. If that appeals to you.
Ooh.
It seems like Godzilla's punch has a much bigger range than you think it does.
Yeah, a little bit. The breath attack is also good for negating stun lock. I've noticed. Alright. Let's fight Godzilla again.
Oh,
As-
Squid Monster? That's the one that I had problem with the knockback of.
Yeah,
I
Godzilla.
had Meshuga, or Majora.
Anyway, welcome to this.
Forget.
Welcome to my stun lock parade. This Godzilla will not back the fuck off.
When I played Godzilla, Okami, he told me to worry about stun lock and join the Black Parade.
Look,
That didn't really go anywhere, I
sometimes
apologize.
you just can't do anything about the stun lock. Sometimes it'd be like that. All right, and
It do
now,
be like that sometimes.
and now Moguera.
Oh,
Best strategy sometimes is just get up in their face and punch them a bunch.
whoa, a phoenix, like a firebird.
Punch, 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 punch. Punch, 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 punch.
Ah, Godzilla!
Oh, whoops, there's no monster here. What is the timer at now?
Ah, why can't I go anywhere? Okay.
Oh, we're only like 14 minutes into this game, huh? Weird that.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Why does it feel like we've been playing this game for a lot longer?
It's a very slow-paced game. which is probably the biggest crime it commits as a Godzilla game, let's be real here.
Yeah, no kidding.
So I remember the Super Nintendo Godzilla game being a weird one as well. Oh yeah, this enemy right here, that just appeared on my screen. Yeah, that's the one that shreds through your health.
Which one? This.
It almost looks like a missile ship. Like, it's not the things that drop missiles, but if I could, I would have just grabbed a screenshot of it. But it's the first instance I encountered of it, so you may not see them on the first map. But yeah, if you don't kite around them correctly, they'll go straight through you and shred your health. Also, I love when
these missiles are just knocking me back.
Okay, it seems like the tail, while it's not as fast as the punch, it at least has a little bit more range than the punch, which when fighting someone like Varen in my case, is very useful to me.
This is so stupid. I'm literally just.
Yeah, welcome in,
I'm not
Praxis.
even moving. I'm just swinging my tail as I'm going around. Just.
Oh yeah, so I had an instance of what I was talking about earlier. Varen was getting weak. Time ran out. So on Varen's turn, Varen retreated. So now I don't get the experience from beating Varen, unfortunately.
We.
Alright. Zoom on through. Do people want to keep going with this? Or...
I want to see if I can at least beat this stage.
Yeah, go for it.
Because I'm at the other side of the board.
You want to see if you can get past the Earth map?
Yeah, I don't think I can.
Yeah. And it doesn't help that if you game over, you have to restart the map that you're on. And as you've seen, maps can take a while. And this is far from the biggest board in the game. There is, I think it's Uranus, which is a very tiny board, but it has like 7 bosses on it. And then Planet X, I think, is just a straight line, if I remember correctly. I said screens like this I could just basically fly through. I might be able to get to the next map as well. Yeah, moving forward, Mothra continues to be a pain in the ass because if you get hit, you basically just get forced to the bottom left of the screen.
You can't believe how many bosses you can fit in Uranus. Hardy har harm.
Ha ha ha.
Hardy har.
Ha 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 ha.
Hope your evening's going well. Well, I guess evening is a strong term for you since you're in a very different part of the world from some of us here. It's probably,
No,
I think it's more like morning for you.
Beak, you are not allowed. You are not allowed to make that joke. No. Objects I have shoved up my ass. No.
Are we starting to count for this, or...?
No.
No, I flew too close to the sun.
It's a little easy to do that with Mothra. Wild that.
Game over.
Yeah, wait, did Godzilla die for you as well?
No, Godzilla's in the next area.
Oh, you got Godzilla to the next... Yeah. So you can count what I was talking about before, where you got one to the next area.
I knew that was just gonna happen, but...
Yeah,
I'm just friggin' around.
The way
you know.
Yeah, that's fair. When I beat this game, the way I liked to play it was move Godzilla to just before the next map, and then get Mothra to the next map, so that way, if Mothra goes down, well, I can just move Godzilla to the next map. Because if you have a monster die, but the other one gets the next map, the other monster is revived on the next map. But I think it loses some experience or something. My whole, like, level 2 that I have right now, as Mothra versus, like, the level 5 I think Godzilla is for me. Because I've been fighting all the big bosses with Godzilla, because, fuck, trying to fight any of those bosses with Mothra. Oh, well, this is awkward. I think Mothra's gonna die now. Yep, goodbye, Mothra.
Yeah, I don't know if you're, I don't know what you're talking about with this problem with Mothra. I'm having no problem whatsoever. I mean, the knockback is one thing, but it's actually not that bad.
My main problem with Mothra is, it doesn't have very good DPS options compared to Godzilla for fighting the bosses. Navigating the main stages is, for the most part, fine enough, unless you get really unlucky. But going through...
Yeah, I can see what you mean about that, because, like, Mothra's special ability is really good for crowd clearing.
Yeah.
I mean, Godzilla's is too, to a point, and he does have better DPS options, but, like, just watch this shit.
Mothra's also doesn't spend as much meter as Godzilla's. There's also that.
Yeah.
I guess Mothra kind of has the better range options compared to Godzilla, I suppose. Because the only really range attack that Godzilla has is the breath attack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mothra's rate of attack is so much slower.
Mm-hmm. I just have a few more screens to get through, and then Godzilla's on to the next map, and I get to go to map 3 for a little bit before we end.
I still haven't even finished the Earth map.
I don't know if anybody else has. Has anybody else gotten past Earth? I guess not.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Well,
This is my first time playing this game. I'm gonna have a blast.
Yeah, you're one who's presumably somewhat familiar with this, having,
Nope.
you know, being the... Oh, so you're going into this mostly blind as well. Maybe it's... Maybe aside from whatever you might know from seeing the game in passing.
I only know about this game about the AVGN episode where he talks about Godzilla games.
Yeah. Like, that's probably where most people are
And
familiar with this game
so
from.
that's obvious.
Need that health power up. Okay, we're good.
I'm doing a decent enough job at keeping Godzilla's health up. Which, thank God for that.
Yeah.
Alright, time to swing that tail some more. If... The game doesn't really do a good job at giving you feedback as well for if you're hitting things or not, because of how touchy the hitbox can be. Which is unfortunate. Alright, I think I'm... Yep. Oh. Nope. Select Godzilla. Move to the next field. Alright, I'm on to Jupiter.
Wait. Do I have to destroy the cities?
Select Mothra.
Okay.
Select Mothra and press A again. It should tell you move to the next field, hit yes.
Okay.
There you go.
Now I'm finally on to Mars. Okay.
Alright. I think that's gonna be a good point to cap off this segment then.
Yeah, it is. I was kind of getting bored of the game. Like, it's good. It's just, it's so repetitive.
Yeah, I think the game overstays its welcome. Well, regardless, we're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we will be playing our final game for tonight from Heavybass. We'll see you in a bit.
Alright. Oh, that was an easy 2 minutes.
When this year... Hang on, I need to check my game clearing sheet that I have. When did I beat Godzilla this year? Godzilla. Monster of Monsters. Okay, I beat it in... July, is when I played through it. Which means I guess later I'm gonna have to make a note of that that's appeared on RPC now. Once the VOD goes up on YouTube for today's show. In which case, hi YouTube.
Hello.
I hope the future of tomorrow is looking good for you. Alright, well, we are back for our final game for tonight. From Heavybass.
Oh, hi. Welcome to my choice. I figured tonight, what we got left is a Genesis game, and
yeah,
this
is a game that was in my list of games to give out because I haven't played it, but I've been intrigued by it. But unfortunately, it's a spendy one of the Genesis library.
Yep, it's got some sort of crappy French title as the PAL version, but basically, in the US version, this game is Crusader of Centy.
Ooh, I've heard about this game.
Yeah, this is basically Sega's, or I guess in this case Atlas, because Atlas made this game, their answer to Zelda for Genesis.
Yeah, Atlas.
Yeah, I've seen this one. Okay, I think it was this SNES Drunk who talked about this game?
Maybe. I know
might
Gaming
have been.
Historian's done a video of it on Crusader of Centy.
He was talking about, like, the best Genesis games you've never talked about, which is weird, knowing him. He
Yeah.
talks more about Super Nintendo stuff.
Yeah, I've seen copies of this for sale at, like, Pure G, but it's like $1,500, I think is the price tag I saw on it.
Yikes!
It's also one of those Genesis games. You know how a lot of Genesis games have like the cardboard, or not the cardboard, the plastic durable clamp box.
Mm-hmm.
Crusader Centy is one of the late era ones where it only had the cardboard box, kind of like Rystar, for example, or Comic Zone.
Oh.
Did we see any Christmas games? We had Days Before Christmas. That was led today's show.
Mm-hmm. You missed the Christmas edition. Ho, ho, ho.
And then we had the certified like official game of Yule, and that is Pokemon Picross.
Yeah.
But you know.
Leslie, how did Throne Controllers go? I didn't see it for reasons that you can tell, but I'll probably be taking a look at how it went after we're done with today's show.
Oh yeah, by the way, Nick,
What's that?
one of my boys ended up winning Throne Controllers this year at MomoCon. Blue
I
Lion.
think you remember telling me that.
Yeah. Literally, he became a mod on my channel solely because of the fact that he won Throne Controllers. Like, if it was either him or Ocean Man, one of the other two, if they won, you know, getting up there, like, I was going to make him a mod. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Shout outs to them if they're watching.
I remember we had a conversation about that because I was talking about back then. I wrote some of the questions for it, and there might be a few that I wrote in this one as well.
How can I get in contact with Proton John so that I can have some of my questions?
Well, I mean, the caveat with that is you can't go up to the mic. That's the caveat. Although, if most
I gotta go up. Yeah.
although I'm gonna have to ask later if all my questions are gone, because if all my questions have been flushed out, then I might be able to get back into the fold when MagFest rolls around. Anyway, I'm ready to go and everybody else is.
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready.
Alright, starting in five,
I'll be right there.
4.
Wait, hold on.
What's up?
Teravan.
What's up, Tara?
Teravan
Oh,
is
I,
still
I,
on
I
the over
said you
screen.
can go ahead and I'll be right there.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
said.
okay.
Yeah, I got distracted in conversation. I didn't see you were still on Godzilla.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, for the rest of us, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crusader of Centy.
Hey.
I also got distracted by conversation and boot the game up.
So, fun fact about this game: this was actually developed by one half of a company of a company that was in a previous RBC, Ranger X.
Ah, Ranger X. Okay, Ranger X is a good game too.
Yeah, the company the people that made this game merged with that company to become something else, and they ended up working on as a subsidiary of Sega for a number of years. Well, notably, they've been releasing patches of, say, Resident Evil. That's one of them. So yeah, this is basically a Link to the Past clone, but you have animals.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's something I remember from this game. Is like you have animal friends. But I know very little about Crusader or Centy going into this, beyond it's a Zelda clone and maybe a little bit of gameplay that I've seen. I'm going to also adjust some cropping a bit for this. So hold tight for a bit before I get back into gameplay, or if I just aimlessly wander around because I'm not looking at I'm not looking at my game at this moment. Because I'm sure, like,
I noticed too, Heavybass, that this was developed by Naxat Soft. Naxat Soft, for those of you who don't know, also made a certain game for the Super Nintendo that I can already go ahead and tell you looks a lot similar to this, called The Twisted Tales of Spike McFang.
yes, that is another one that we've had on here before.
Replay back in the day.
Yep.
Really good game. Highly recommend. It's a pricey boy, but highly recommend.
Yeah. They go hand in hand then. Yeah, that's another game that we've had on here a while back. Twisted Tales of Spike McFang.
Yes. Very good game, by the way. That game.
I've only played the little bit that I did of when we played it for Retro Book Club, and I haven't gone back to it since. If Polk's still here, they're probably popping off because they're the one who gave out Spike McFang the first time around.
Oh wait, no, what am I doing? I'm probably gonna go up and talk to the guy.
Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna have some instances of, like, where do I go? To at least get past the beginning areas.
This game was released the same year as SMT2. Ah, yes, this being an Atlas game.
Yeah. This is another 94 game, like Demon's Crest that we had earlier today.
Bro, 94 was like a hella good year for games.
Yeah, I need to look at later and see what else.
30 years ago, we had a lot of really good games, man.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VI came out in America. Demon's Crest, this game, Crusader Centy, SMT2.
I mean, 30
Donkey Kong Country.
30 years later, and we're also...
That makes me feel mad that Pro Jared canceled his Now in the 90s series, because, like, the 1994 episodes were gonna, like, freaking... Yes, Super Metroid's another good one, too. Like...
Oh, did you get to see the Sonic 3 movie? Because chat's asking, without spoilers, how good was Sonic 3?
Oh, yeah. Without spoilers, I could definitely say it was the weakest of the three, but it was still pretty serviceable. Like, I enjoyed it.
I heard people were still having...
Fizzy, who was with me, is a massive Sonic fan, says that there were a few discrepancies that she noticed, but she liked it. So if she says it's good, it's good.
Alright, now the question of the day. Can I find my way out of town?
You can.
All the way to the south here.
I'm already...
Yep, here we go. Ah, so we have...
Very Link to the Past coded here.
So we have kind of like a stage select sort of deal here. I'm not sure which way the game wants me to go first. I guess I'll start at the valley, because it seems like a place where I can start getting into combat, potentially.
I was told to go to the Rafflesia training grounds.
Alright, well,
Yeah, you go there to learn the basics, and then you go elsewhere.
Alright, well, I can go there, then. I wasn't paying especially close attention to the text. You received a message from the king. You may enter. Mega Man X is another good one from '94.
Oh yeah, Mega Man X. That's literally the game that kicked off Save Point Redux.
Yeah, Mega Man X is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I've done my fair share of Mega Man X races.
I seem to have soft-locked myself.
What did you do?
There's a bunch of spikes around me.
I mean, you can walk through the spikes.
Okay.
Take damage.
You just take damage,
I've,
yeah.
I've noticed that.
And you also have like full-on 8-directional movement as well in this game,
Ooh.
which
It's like
I'm observing.
Chrysalis then.
Yeah, I mean, you have 8-directional movement in Zelda, but Link still only faces 4 directions. In the case of Link to the Past, anyway. That seems a little bit more fleshed out with like the animation for walking around and all that. It's so strange for you to see the Sega Mega Drive for any other genre than platformers or puzzle games or fighting games. So I want to say this game was the first game to come out and the only game to come out as part of like a project to put more RPGs on the Sega Genesis, because like
that's what that is.
I want people to think
I found the stretchy coin, or not the stretchy coin, the rubber bands.
Okay. And I see some rubber bands, but maybe I'll dabble with those some more. But like, I want people to think about something for a little bit. Think about how many RPGs you can think of on the Sega Genesis beyond like Phantasy Star and Shining Force. How many RPGs can you think of?
Sword of Vermilion comes to mind.
Yeah, Sword of Vermilion is one.
Landstalker.
And Landstalker, I suppose.
Oh yeah, Landstalker, that's a good one.
If you want to include
Shining into Darkness.
I think that's part of the Shining Force series, though.
It's still an RPG.
That's fair. I was excluding Shining Force and Phantasy Star, since those are like the most recognizable RPGs on the Genesis.
Well, Shining into Darkness is a dungeon crawler rather than an actual tactical game.
Okay. By proxy, I guess Fatal Labyrinth.
Yeah, it's like a spin-off where you only get 3 party members, and it's like one dungeon. You go down, and you go down again, and then you go up. It's not a very long game either.
Yeah, but you compare that with like you compare that with the Super Nintendo, which has a lot more in the way of RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Super Nintendo had a lot of good RPGs on it.
Oh, you know what the Genesis people missed out on?
What?
Good old Brandish.
Ah, Brandish. I thought you were gonna say Seventh Saga. Or Brain Lord.
Nerd.
Or Illusion of Gaia.
You know what the Genesis kids missed out on? You know what the Genesis kids missed out on? They missed out on Advanced Dungeons and Dragons: Eye of the Beholder.
Oh, there you go.
Or Final Fantasy Mystic Quest.
I love Mystic Quest.
Mystic Quest is a good one.
Mystic Quest, aka Press B, the video game.
Also with
Mystic
some funny...
Quest, aka a story that should not have lasted nearly as long as it did.
Mystic Quest, aka heal the final boss in order to auto-win.
Yeah.
Don't forget about that one.
That's right.
Mystic Quest also has some banger soundtracks to it as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't think anybody's gonna really contest with that. I probably should have been paying a bit closer attention to what I should be doing in this area. But whatever. I guess I'll make my way back to the...
Do I not have a jump button?
I think you get some sort of jump ability later.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I think you get that. Yeah, it's like Link to the Past. You get it not like Game Boy Link's Awakening, where you get the thing that lets you jump.
Okay. So the game is telling me I should be reading signs. I should do the unthinkable and read some.
Reading in video games? Surely you
Yeah.
jest.
On a game like this, it might be a little hopeful. Weird that. Okay, I guess I have to do something with these ropes. What do you have to say? I'll give you some advice. You must learn the running jump on your own. You can't learn it here. It seems you can only complete the big areas course. Let's take it easy. And you don't tell me much more beyond that. Okay.
I'm trying to remember if I'm in the right area.
This is unfortunate. Also, just seeming like a game where like a half hour with it isn't really going to do it justice. Unfortunately, I guess you gotta play it in a longer span of time than half an hour, but it's still good from what I'm playing here.
No, yeah, this is a great game. Like, so far I really am not having much complaints. It's just... Nope.
Kind of the instance of,
And I died.
what the heck am I doing? Oh no, death.
I died and I went back to the title screen.
Do enemies respawn infinitely here, or do they eventually stop spawning?
Alright, at least I get to start. Oh my god, I gotta start from the beginning again? Really?
So I guess it's one of those games where you go back to your last save.
It's one of those games.
Oh, but you can also save at any time through the menu.
Oh! Shit, it's an RPG, Rory. Why am I not using the menu screen?
Yeah. I only just paused to check that myself, so you're not alone there. Alright, looks like enemies just infinitely respawn here, so I'm gonna move on.
Oh, now I remember.
See what else I can find here. Oh, have I actually... I don't know if I've been up this way. I guess I just overlooked this part of the map. Cut down the tree. Oh no, bees!
Bees?
I found bees.
Bees!
Bees are very angry at me.
Bees? Question mark?
Bees? Ow.
Bees?
They don't seem to do damage to me, but they do shove me around. And after a while, they just leave me alone. I'm very close to death, though. Fortunately, I just saved, so I shouldn't lose too much progress if I die, but... I'd like to just not die in general. That would be a good thing to do. I hear. I got the bronze medal!
That's all you can do. Then you just go to the valley, and then that's...
And that's the silver medal. Okay.
You need an ability. You also need an ability. It's about 20. It's about 20 gold. It's in that hut at the beginning of the area.
Oh, in the beginning of the valley.
Beginning of the area. Beginning of the training school.
Okay.
You need 20 gold. You need 20.
Well, I got enough for it, so I can go take a look there. Yeah, I was processing, like... They were mentioning having to get 3 medals, and I'm like, oh, 3 medals in the school area. No. An expert sword throwing! You're very lucky, my boy. For a limited time, the sword throwing skill can be yours for 20 mounts. Here, have my money. I learned how to throw the sword. Hold button A to accumulate power, then let it go. So, basically, the sword beam from, like, Zelda.
And it's multi-directional.
Yes, it's much like the hat throw in Spike McFang, too. It sort of acts like a boomerang.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kami, check the Discord.
Hang on a second. Tabbed on our Discord, so give me 1 second. Oh, I see. Hang on a second here.
You're gonna share it to the screen here.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm working on that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Let me
Those
see.
animation frames.
See if I can find where I have it saved here. Here it is.
Monster P. Stuff like I've said earlier.
Move that into the quadrant here, or I guess the 6th section, and boom. That's what Terravan's been doing.
Cropping and taking a monster piss.
Anyway,
Oh.
I love that.
Terravan does oftentimes do the shitposty of shitposts. I can't help but notice the lack of healing items that have been in this game so far.
Apples. You heal with apples.
Well, yeah, but I haven't seen
one. I found one off to the side over here.
So it may not drop like as like a random drop. Then like hearts, you have to find them in specific places potentially.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not like Castlevania hard. It's just random drops.
I gotta say, Castlevania, you gotta deal with the pork chop nonsense. And that mysterious wall chicken.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, and I died. Oh, good thing I just saved.
I should go tell the king I'm 14 for some reason.
The king is
Don't you know?
really wants to
All
know.
heroes start out on their 14th birthday.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, some even start as young as, 10 years old. Here's looking at you, Ash.
Oh, this throne room gives me Fire Striker vibes.
I imagine if I go back to town, I can find a place to heal.
Honestly, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought that. I was gonna say it gives me Fire Striker vibes, but I don't know if anybody here knew about Fire Striker.
I am familiar with Fire Striker, yes. It was my fault that Fire Striker got into Throne controllers at one point. For I think one of the Magfest ones.
Oh, really? You're the one responsible.
I didn't put that in as a challenge or anything like that. But it was given out for a Retro Book Club over on John's channel like a month or two ago. Which I guess is why he's like, yeah, let's put in Fire Striker and watch people try to play this game multiplayer. So you can hear him say at the mic, like, who here is familiar with Fire Striker? Saying like, okay, yeah, 7 people, and one of them I played it with. Yeah, I was the one person.
Oh, when the game played up at MomoCon, I was one of the only people who raised their hand, and it was just like, okay, of course you know this game. Because John knows me at this point. Like, he knows I'm a connoisseur of all things retro and obscure.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
because that's all the games that I had to play growing up.
He's in the pod because look at the garbage that I play here.
Way back in the day, like the first time Smite did a Mystery Triathlon way back in the day, Fire Striker came up and it was like, oh, no one's going to have her to play all these games. It's like, I was really happy because I played it before and I just blew through the thing.
Yeah, I think I remember that because I believe I was also in that pack. I also had to play that pack, and that was my first experience playing Fire Striker. I'd seen it before, but I hadn't played it before until then.
Oh, that was the best tournament of my life. That's the tournament where they were doing it on Challenge where you could do the guessing. You could, try to guess the letter and get the points. And I destroyed everybody's odds because nobody thought that I would beat NPC.
Yeah, I mean, again, NPC, Kuso Champion. I found a hare! I can't jump, though.
Well, I was trying to remember. I think it was something like 11-0 or something. I was like, well, that's reassuring.
He's a Banui. Sorry, I gotta say that since Beak's not here.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine the hare as an animal, its special ability is jumping, but I haven't gotten the hare to be able to join me, so I think I need another thing. I don't know where
so
said thing
the
is.
Grass, or rather, the hitbox on the sword feels a little too weird to me. Like
I
it feels
kind of
like
get
it's
that
more like an
because
overhead swing as opposed to like a lateral swing.
I get that because
It
I
feels
definitely had an
weird.
enemy like just right on top of me, and it would not leave me alone. And trying to get far enough away to be able to take a swing at it was a little bit of an effort. Oh, I found some water.
Good. Hydrate.
It's water that sent me down the mountain, I think.
Whoa, bees! I
Yep.
just did a
Oh, you
massive
found-
amount of deforestation.
Oh, you found the bees as well.
Yes, I did.
Alright, I'm gonna get off this mountain. I'm gonna try going to the right and see what that leads me to, because I think until I get the ability to do
Oh,
anything with animals... Oh, I can't do anything here, can I? Cool.
just hiding in a hole to hide in.
I'll make another save. And it's like just glancing at the streams. Looks like Ashley's done, presumably because of game over, because I see her at the start of the game.
Yep.
I see Heavybass just
I got
on
my ass
the
handed to by a wolf.
I see Heavybass on the pause screen. So we may be done with this game soon-ish,
So
which
many
is
holes.
Aw, I like this game though.
which being well, we're gonna be done soonish regardless because we have 7.5 minutes
22
left.
okay.
Yeah, so we've been at this game for a fair bit. But it's also the last game of the night, so like you can just keep playing for all I care.
Mm.
Yep, and I died again.
Oh, a mermaid.
Although I'm curious
I've
now,
got
how long is the
800
long play for
melons.
Crusader Centy?
I'm so poor I just learned what the currency is called.
Long Play Archive has a 3-hour-long long play for Crusader Centy, which is... I think that's about how long Link to the Past is when you know what you're doing. And you're going for everything. That's not too bad. Something that I did notice, though, in regards to getting a game over, if you game over and re-enter the game, you come back with all your health. So it doesn't save what your health is currently at.
That's a nice little Easter egg, I suppose.
A nice little time saver of not having to go heal yourself if you save with, like, 1 health.
I got the bronze medal.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get the silver medal for myself. I assume it's in this area, but I have to figure out what to do with the rabbit. It's up here, up the mountain.
Oh.
Still
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
quite parsed that. Oh, I found an apple. Finally found an apple in a box. After however long.
Turtles.
Dude, can I walk across here? See, maybe it's, they want me to throw my sword.
I didn't
Nope.
actually pocket a game. Oh, I'm so... You wouldn't think I grew up with this era of video games. Oh, my brains.
Yeah,
It's 2 in the morning. I'll blame it on that.
Yeah, I've still yet to figure out how to get this hair to do anything.
It's 2 in the morning.
Yeah,
Where do you live?
Caravan's in the weird, like, half-hour time zone, I think.
I am.
So yeah, it's like...
Sorry, you kind of went out there. What'd you say?
Caravan's in the half-hour time zone.
I'm in that crazy half-hour time zone.
Yeah.
Newfoundland. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh. I didn't realize that was that far away.
You live in the past, it's 11 p.m.? I live even more in the past, Praxis. Because it's 9 p.m. here.
At least you're not like my friend Izzy, who comes in my streams all the time. He's from Australia, so we call him the resident Futurelander.
Yeah. And I know one of the mystery racers who was also part of Game of the Year is based in Australia, so has to deal with that as well. So I end up watching them stream at like they start stream for me at like 2 in the morning. Maybe there's something back in town I should be looking for. Because I'm evidently missing something. I think I have to do something with that hair, but I need some sort of item to be able to do something with that hair, and I don't know where I get it. That's like the linchpin for me right now.
Sorry, but I had to deal with an emergency. What I miss?
Looking for the thing that lets me interact with the hair currently.
And talking about time zones.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that posted some shit posting.
Okay, did you talk to the, did you beat the boss yet?
I haven't beaten a boss yet, no.
Oh, yeah. There's a boss in the plains area. There's like a house in the middle. You have to like, you basically fight the big bad wolf.
At the school? In that
Not
area?
the school, at the valley.
There's
There's a house.
Well, I evidently didn't see the house when I was looking through here.
Yeah, you gotta go. There's a river that flows downwards. The big river. Go down that.
Yeah, I was able to go partway down it, but there was one that it wouldn't let me go to. Yeah, it's this one with like the rock that's here. That I couldn't get past. I'm not quite.
Which one are you talking about?
So the lowest one, unless I can throw my sword. Nope. Yeah, so I guess it does have to do. There's here I can just screenshot it really fast. The specific instance. This is the conundrum I'm faced with.
Let's see.
I don't know how to destroy the rock. Or push it.
I don't think you can destroy the rock.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Hold on.
There's probably something. Like, in my mind, I was thinking, like, oh, I have to take the water pathways. Unless that's it there. Hold on. Well, I've got, like, a minute left anyway, so I'm not gonna have that much longer. Regardless.
Yeah, I think I'm honestly at the same point you are. Right here.
Yeah. Like, I'm guessing I have to take the right, the right water pathways down. That's my assumption currently. Because I think I see the house that you're talking about. I just do not see how to get to it just yet. It might be like this. No, it's not like that.
Yeah, we're coming up on like half an hour anyway, so.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I know which bit you're on about.
Yeah, with enough looking around, I'm sure I can find it, but well, I don't have all the time in the world right now, so. Oh, wait, hang on. Yep, I found the linchpin right at the end of time. I found the missing link. There's a thing that there's so you know those things that you hit and suddenly water comes rushing out and it drags you down? Well, there's one on the other side of some rocks that you can throw your sword at, and it takes you right in front of the house.
Yeah, that's the one. And you fight a boss in there as well.
I guess that's this his character, but we hit time, so it does not matter to me right now. Let's talk about what we played this week. So, started the night with Days Before Christmas for Sega Genesis.
That was harmless. Harmless platformer.
It's a Christmas game.
It's perfectly adequate.
Yeah.
Like, as far as platformers go, you could do a lot
worse.
worse than that, which is unsurprising for
Plus,
Centy.
I was able to get like pretty far in 30 minutes, which means that there's a very like high potential that I can like easily beat that in one sitting, which is always nice.
Easily, yeah. I did say that I've seen people beat that one blind in an hour, so... Game number 2, Pokemon Picross for Game Boy Color.
It's Picross.
Picross is an emergency.
Yeah, Picross is...
Now with Pokemon.
Picross is always something I enjoy. It's a bit harder to... I don't know, since you said you were on a Picross kick, RedLion, have you tried one of the more modern Picross games that have some of the more quality of life stuff to them?
So what I was thinking about getting was the 3DS version of Pokemon Picross, but that would entitle me getting a 3DS, so I don't have that yet.
Well,
but,
it's also I
I'm
think download
absolutely
only.
Looking at, yeah, I'm looking into Picross now, just
Yeah,
because I know how to play it. I'd always kind of like had a passing interest in it. I just never sat down and learned how to play it.
If you
That's
want
my thing.
if you want to get into Picross, I would suggest grabbing one of the Picross S games on the Switch. I think there's also a Picross game that you can that's free with DLC. I want to say because it's basically a bunch of the DS Picross games getting ported on the Switch. I want to say I haven't grabbed that one yet, but you can definitely find a bunch of Picross options on the Switch.
Okay.
Right. Game number 3, Demon's Crest on Super Nintendo.
It's a great game. Seriously.
Super good game. Something I've been meaning to play for forever, but never haven't gotten into.
Wish it was easier to find a cartridge, but there's definitely easy ways to play it legally nowadays. Switch Online service.
Just get yourself a reproduction card.
Yeah, you get some.
And you can play it on original hardware.
Yeah, that's also something you could do. I was gonna go the direction of Switch Online service because technically, if you want to get real specific, reproduction cartridge is illegal, but nobody cares. So
yeah, I mean, like if you go into like a game store and they do reproduction cartridges, that's legal.
Yeah, most game stores I know don't really, at least most of the ones in this area don't really do reproduction cartridges unless it's something like a ROM hack or something that never got localized here. Like I have a reproduction cartridge of Pulseman, for example.
Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. If it's for a game that's like, you know, a ROM hack or something that never got released, like for say example, Pokemon Picross never got released to the United States. Yeah, that could absolutely be like a game that we could, you know, like see as like a legal ROM hack.
Yeah.
Most Picross games, Shotgun in chat has a really good point. Most Picross games are/were download only. Case in point, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
Yeah, you know what wasn't download only though as far as Picross games go that I played earlier this year and was very good? Picross 3D. Because who wanted Picross in the third dimension? It's actually really good. I would recommend trying that. It's an original DS game too. Right.
Wait, is that originally where the Pokemon Picross came from? Because I know there was all the Picross on the BS Teleview.
Might have been. I know there was a Mario Picross on Super Nintendo or Super Famicom rather. So it could be that as well.
Maybe.
Moving on though, Godzilla, Monster of Monsters for NES.
Oh, I clearly the best 2 minutes I played.
Yep.
It's simple, but you know what? Like, whatever. It's fun.
Ambitious for what it does. Unfortunately, overstays its welcome if you're playing to finish the game. because you do the gameplay loop for one planet, and you're basically doing that same gameplay loop for every other planet. And you're doing it for like 2 hours if you want to beat the game, so play it a bit for the experience, maybe don't play it to finish it.
It's perfectly fine. Why does the overworld part exist?
Yeah. And finally, Crusader Centy for Sega Genesis.
Really like this game, want to play more of it, and I do think that despite the jank hitbox of the sword, I have no complaints on a game about a game of something like this.
Yeah, I think the only problem with it is it has the similar thing that some other RPGs have on the show, which is half an hour doesn't really do it justice.
Yeah.
Right.
We didn't really get past the opening bits. Like, I think I made the most progress of the 5 of us, since Heavybass had to step away for a bit.
Yeah, I actually did some progress, then I had to step away, and then I came back.
Yeah. But definitely good what I played here. Like, I mentioned as we were revealing the game, this was a game that was on my list to give out because I've been interested in it for a while, so it's good to finally sit down to play a bit of Crusader Centy. Alright, and then rankings, starting with Ashley.
Definitely at the top, Godzilla, because I at least had fun in that. The Santa game, probably second. Third, the last game I can't read because the
Crusader Centy.
Yeah, that. Fucking Demon's Crest fourth, and last, of course, is Pokemon Picross because I can't figure out how to do whatever I'm doing. I'm not good at that type of games.
Every single time.
Yeah, part of your list is RedLion. It seems like a bias D there.
Heavybass. Your
Alright,
list.
Demon Crest is first because it's a fun game and people should play that. Crusader Centy is number 2 because I've actually made some I like RPGs. It's just, sometimes RPGs of a gimmicky nature. That's pretty good. That includes if you can get through the gimmicky nature, there's the sword throw and all that stuff. It's actually kind of fun. And it gets really in depth later on. It just gets nuts as well. Let's just say that. Number 3 is going to be, I think I'm going to say the Daze Before Christmas game because it's Christmas. Anything less is just, well, you know, not Christmas. Picross is not my thing. That's number 4. And for the best part for 2 minutes, Godzilla game. I said 2 minutes.
All right, for my list, Demon's Crest, I would say, is going to be at the top. Though I don't know if it would have the first place slot if I was blind to the game, because I could definitely see myself getting lost in this game, like where the heck do I go, sort of thing. Second is going to be Crusader Centy for me. It's very clearly the kind of game that I'll have a good time with if I play through it all the way to the end, even if half an hour doesn't do it justice for this.
Get a repro card. This.
Third is going to be Pokemon Picross. I'm big on Picross, so Pokemon Picross is going to get bumped a bit based on that alone. Sadly, it doesn't have some of the quality of life stuff that like the Switch Picross games have, but still fun when you know how to Picross, and I could see myself going through the entirety of it, just being a Picross game. Daze Before Christmas is fourth. It was kind of fighting an uphill battle here, but it's still a game that I enjoy, and at some point I want to go and finish, since it's not that long. But it's a standard platformer, well animated. You know, Sunsoft platformers tend to do okay. Godzilla at the bottom. I still enjoy Godzilla, but it overstays its welcome, as I've already expressed. Alright, RedLion.
So, you and I are going to have the exact same list in the exact same order. Demon's Crest 1, Crusader Centy 2, Pokemon Picross 3, Daze Before Christmas 4, Godzilla 5. And my reasonings for all of these, Demon's Crest, I think out of all the games is like the one with the most polish. and like it's really good. Like it controls really well. Crusader is Centy. Even though I only played it for like 30 minutes, I feel like there's so much more that I could learn about the game, and it makes me want to play more. So I'm hooked with that. Pokemon Picross, I already kind of knew what I was getting myself into because it was my game. So I'm a little biased in saying this, but I do believe that it's a really fun puzzle game for those of you who enjoy puzzle games, of course. Days Before Christmas, like I said, it's harmless. Like it's a harmless puzzle platformer. I don't know why I said puzzle platformer. I mean, there weren't really that many puzzles to begin with. And then Godzilla, nothing wrong with the game. It's just, out of all the 5 games, it's the one with the least amount of polish. And like, it got repetitive like super easy. Like super easily. It got like quickly repetitive. But that's to be expected with an NES game because most NES games don't really have a whole lot of sense of depth. So.
All right. And lastly, Terroran.
Oh boy. Number 5. Pokemon, get out of here. It's
What's up with everyone hating Picross, bro?
It's always, I always consider what games would I come back to. And number 5, Pokemon Picross. Number 4, kind of like the Godzilla game more than I thought I would. But
We need a Godzilla Picross game.
But it gotta be number 4 because Crusader Crusader Centy be number 3. Oh, he's looking right at me. Number 2 for Demon's Crest. And of course that means number 1 goes to Arthur Rankin Jr. and Jules Bass, founders of the guys who made all those stop motion Christmas specials. They can have number 1. Merry Christmas, everybody.
All right, and that is a wrap for this week. So, what do people have going on that they want to promote? Starting with Heavybass.
I am just I'm just doing retro achievements, doing YouTube stuff, you know, the grind as usual. I'll get back to streaming at some point, but that depends on the mood I'm in.
All right, RedLion.
Really.
RedLion, what do you have going on?
So, this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my Twitch page, twitch.tv/RedLion_official, we are going to be having the last community night of 2024. We are going to be having not 1, not 2, but 3 of your favorite community night games all in one stream. We're going to be doing Wheel of Fortune, the Lion Pride Edition, a custom version of the NES version of Wheel of Fortune, categories, online categories, and we're going to round it out with the season finale of 2024, so to speak, of Cards Against the Lion Pride, our custom Cards Against Humanity game that we add more memes to every month. And then next week, I believe on the 29th, which is next Sunday, over on my channel at 9 Eastern, we are going to be running the 2024 End of Year Streamy Awards. Basically, everybody who is a part of my community gets to vote on certain things that happened this year, and it's an award show. And then at the end, I'm going to be playing a massive 50-game BizHawk shuffler called the 2024 Nonstop Mega Mix, featuring almost every single game that I played this year on stream, whether it be here on Retro Book Club or whether it be on my streams on my channels, Save Point, Demo Disc, yada yada. And of course, I have Save Point and Demo Disc, speaking of which, on Demo Disc on Tuesday, Save Point on Wednesday next week, 9 p.m., twitch.tv, RedLion_official, all that jazz. That's a lot of talking.
Yep.
All right, and Terravan.
Oh God, I don't have as much to say as that. Wow, wait. It's been December where me and a whole bunch of people just been playing stuff that's been out for DOS. So I've been trying to been trying to finish Carmageddon. We're almost done Sid Meier's Pirates. Although I gave up playing Classic 1, I've been playing the 2005 remake because I love that game. There's the janky shooter in Pursuit of Greed, and it's Saturday, so of course it's a white polyester Christmas with Fiona. So we'll be playing. We'll be continuing Leisure Suit Larry with starting Leisure Suit Larry 2. And I'll also be starting a janky adventure game called Eternum. And to let you know how jank it is the exact same engine as Dragon that they used to make an adventure game.
Oh no.
And the CD version is so jank, there's no subtitles, to the point where in a dialogue tree, say there's 3 responses. All the game will show you is A, B, C, and you have to highlight A, listen to what your character says, highlight B, listen to what your character says, highlight C, listen, and keep going through them because the game doesn't show you in text what your response choices are.
Oh my god.
Incredible.
That just sounds like so complicated.
Right. For my part, it's gonna be a bit of a weird week because of the holidays. So I am gonna be over on Cusa Grande tomorrow because I've got my first match in the brackets to do. Sunday is gonna be the weekly race day. I'm likely not streaming Tuesday because it's Christmas Eve, so I'm gonna be taking it easy for the holidays. But we will be back again next week for more Retro Book Club and more questionable games. We also have the Secret Santa Retro Book Club going on, so the games that people picked out for each other is going to get revealed next Wednesday on Christmas Day.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right.
I also have something I forgot to mention. I also have a Christmas stream I'm doing on Wednesday at 7 that's also Secret Santa related, but everybody got each other gifts. Like actual gifts, not like video games.
Yeah, I thought about doing
video games.
Yeah, I thought about doing a stream to reveal it, but then I remembered I don't really want to stream on Christmas Day. So I decided against that. We're gonna go ahead and send you folks over to... We're gonna send you over to Maniacal, who appears to be doing Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals first impressions, if this is to be believed.
That's a game I need to play.
Alright.
That's a good game.
We'll see you next week on Retro Book Club. Have a good night, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Enjoy the holidays.
Mm.